home this weekend as the Lions take on Santos Laguna of Liga MX in the second match of our Leagues Cup group stage on Saturday, July 29th at 7:30 p.m. Tune in on FM 96.9 The Game and watch on any device on the Apple TV app. Don't forget to tune in an hour before the match at 6:30 to catch Kickoff Minus 60 airing exclusively on the Lion Nation app.
Florida home insurance options are thinning faster than your father-in-law's hairline. So before you end up with less coverage than his bald spot, check out Open House Home Insurance, an online-first home insurance solution that is here to stay. With an insurance group that has been serving Floridians for over 25 years, Open House saves you money without sacrificing coverage. Get a quote in seconds at openhouseinsurance.com. Administered by Frontline Insurance Managers Incorporated and underwritten by First Protective Insurance Company. See openhouseinsurance.com for details. This advertisement does not constitute a binding offer or guarantee of coverage.
Hi, this is Ron Johnson from Utah. After 10 weeks of taking Andro 400, I lost 13 pounds and my waist went from 36 to 33. That was 8 years ago. I continue to take Andro 400 and I've maintained my weight at 172. Gained muscle and energy. I'm 63 now and feel better than I have in 30 years.
Hi, this is Sherry. My husband started taking Andro 400 a few months ago, and wow, has he ever changed. He's no longer a couch potato, and he actually likes to go out and do things again. Best of all, he lost his gut, and is he looking good. All I have to say about that is...
Andro 400, the natural way to increase your testosterone. Guys, if you'd like to lose your belly fat, gain energy and muscle, and feel like you did years ago, try Andro 400, the safe, effective, and inexpensive way to boost your testosterone. Andro400.com.
Applebee's daily deals for $9.99 and under. There's a deal every day for everyone. Just $9.99 and under. That's all day, every day. Get into your local Applebee's now. Daily deals are dine-in only in limited locations listed on nrpneighborhood.com. Limited time only while supplies last. Participation varies.
O'Reilly Auto Parts' new Brake Best Select Pro brand raises the bar for the best aftermarket domestic brake pads and rotors available. For vehicle-specific friction formulations, Quiet-Tech noise-canceling shims, and stainless steel hardware, choose Brake Best Select Pro. Professional-grade brakes from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
At Wells Fargo, if you accidentally overdraw your account, we give you an extra day grace period to avoid the overdraft fee. What if everything came with an extra day?
Sunday night and I have the Sunday scaries.
Honey, don't be scared. Every weekend comes with an extra day now.
All right. TGI Sunday.
It helps to have an extra day. When it comes to overdrafts, you can with Wells Fargo.
Visit wellsfargo.com/getextra to learn more. Terms and conditions apply. Subject to timing requirements and the bank's funds availability policy. Wells Fargo Bank N.A. member FDIC.
If you're a pro painter, do you know how much you're paying per gallon for paint? Paint stores try to convince you that you're getting a good deal with deep discounts. But what they don't tell you is their starting price is too high to begin with. If you buy paint from the Home Depot, you're getting the lowest price per gallon on Behr paint, guaranteed. We offer everyday low prices on every gallon of top-rated Behr paints, stains, and primers. Plus, pros earn discounts through our Pro Extra Paint Rewards program. That's the value of the Home Depot. How doers get more done. U.S. only. See store for details.
Heard of the job? Dial pound 529 on your cell. Pound law, that's all.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because your case matters. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, PAY, P-A-Y, PAY. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Real Radio 104.1.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers.
The News Junkie is on.
The three best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day.
The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and C-Lane.
It is Tuesday, July 25th, 2023. Lots to get to today, from the Queen of Chaos to Carlee Russell admits it was a hoax. And how did Obama's personal chef drown? Plus your calls, emails, dispatches, texts, and more. Hey there, Sabrina.
Hello.
Hello. Well, C-Lane's out again. I forgot. Josh. How are you, Josh?
I'm good. How are you?
And how are you? You can join us on the show today. All you have to do is send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right in the studio in real time. And it is, friends, a Share the Show Tuesday. That is when you share the show. You tell somebody about the News Junkie radio show wherever you're listening to it. Send around a link to the podcast. Hit that like button on the live stream.
Buy a shirt.
Do that, too, at getskywall.com to support the show. There's so many ways you can do it, so be creative and support the show with a Share the Show Tuesday. Woke up a little scared this morning. A little bit scared this morning because
Tuesday scaries.
I made a bad decision last night, or what I thought might be one. Was awake a little later than I should have been, right? It's getting dark. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I had a couple extra shots. And, you know, we're on in Dallas on 97.1 The Freak. Love our friends over there, the P1s in Dallas on The Freak. And they have a bunch of huge fan Facebook groups. And I was like, oh, let's see what's going on over here. They're so dedicated to the show. These people love talk radio, and they love the station. And I go, oh, boy.
They hate us?
No, I said, let's see. I said, let me introduce myself over here on this Facebook group.
My name is Ho.
And so I did like a little, hey, how you guys doing? You know, just wanted to check in.
The News Junkie.
We're so happy to be on 97.1 The Freak in Dallas. We love you guys. Just a quick little post. And then I go to bed. And when I wake up, I go, oh, no. I was like,
good reviews?
No, I just, when I woke up, I thought, I was like, what's going to happen with this? Which way is this going to swerve my Tuesday? And you know what? They were so nice. All these
wonderful.
people, they said the nicest things about the show. I didn't see a negative comment on there. Maybe there is, but there was so many people who are very sweet. So we love you folks in Dallas on 97.
Yeah, I'm looking at the post now. Very nice. Nick says, welcome aboard. Chris with a K, y'all are awesome. Fabricio says he's loved the News Junkie since it came to the Freak.
Look at that, man.
Thanks,
nice people over there.
Fabricio.
We love you. We appreciate you, and it's good to have you around. How you guys doing on a Tuesday?
Good. I found out this morning upon waking up that one of my very good friends had her baby.
Oh,
so there's
really?
a new life in the world.
Oh, man.
I find it to be very exciting.
This is, we're getting on baby season here. We got C-Lane's baby coming up before too long.
Yeah. I'm going to have a baby.
You got a baby on the way?
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, it'd be a big surprise on the show.
Possible.
Yeah, who knows?
I'm just going to pick one up at the store.
All right, let's put our ears on the ground, our fingers on the pulse. Let's see what's happening in this great, big, wide world of ours. And we go to a nice young lady who's enjoying her meal at a restaurant. Nothing wrong with that. She's just having some delicious spaghetti at this restaurant she's at. Thing is, in the middle of this, and you couldn't have, if you didn't videotape this, you couldn't have told people this story happened because they wouldn't have believed you. In the middle, a bird lands on the edge of her spaghetti bowl and starts eating her spaghetti right out of her bowl, and she reacts.
I mean, I don't even blame it. I don't even know him.
She goes, I don't even blame it. I don't even blame it. And the bird's eating the spaghetti noodles.
Must be good spaghetti.
So slurping it up.
This bird is probably starving.
This bird is probably starving.
No, this bird gets fed all the time.
All right, now I want you to pay some attention here, okay, everybody? For those of you watching, this is what concerns me. They're amazed that the bird just ate off their dish.
Oh, no.
She goes to eat some more.
I don't even blame it.
I don't blame it. All right. Well, where were we?
Don't do it.
Right back to the spaghetti.
I thought it was that good.
Oh, no! What?
I don't mind it.
Went right back to eating the spaghetti after the bird ate it. This is how something starts. This is how we get some sort of contagion.
Bird didn't poop in the spaghetti. The bird just took its little beak and ate a couple strands.
Bird flu. I don't know if you can get bird flu that way.
COVID-23.
Yeah, we don't want this. We don't eat after the birds, please, everybody. You got to be careful out
I'd
there.
eat after a bird. Why not?
I've never seen
What do
that
you
happen
got to
before.
lose?
I did tell this story one time where at the beach, it was the funniest thing in the world to me. My dad was walking down the beach, And he started screaming at me on the beach. My dad was one who would be just fine with screaming at me in public. He didn't care if other parents were like,
Cool
"What are
guy, Luke."
why are you screaming at your kid?" My dad would just scream at me at the top of my lungs if I was doing something stupid in public, and I'm sure I was. So at the beach, he's screaming at me, and he's got his ham sandwich in his hand, and it's in his right hand. And he's got his ham sandwich in his hand. He's shaking his ham sandwich at me, and the biggest damn seagull I've ever seen hits him on the head, knocks him over, and takes his ham sandwich. And I was laughing. Oh, man.
You're grounded.
I was laughing so hard. He got even madder. He was raging after
humiliating.
that. The animals win sometimes, I think. All right, this story that we've been following out of Alabama, which is a wild ride that we've been on with this young woman named Carlee Russell. She went missing. She had claimed that she saw a young child walking along the interstate, and she said that she was concerned about this. She called 911, called a family member. On the phone with the family member, she screamed. They were very scared, obviously, of what had happened here. And then she was gone for 48 hours before appearing back at her family's home. And when she got back there, she was very upset, obviously. She told a story that was oddly similar to the Sherry Papini story, where she had been kidnapped for 2 days. She didn't see one of the kidnappers. There's just a lot of things that were similar there. And then the internet got to work. I mean, and boy, did they get to work.
Very quickly.
All the investigators on TikTok.
Investigators and also just the content creators that had all of the memes and the videos and the skits.
And they said, look, here's some text messages. She was having a problem with her boyfriend, et cetera, et cetera. Then they threw this press conference yesterday, and an attorney came up and said at one point in time that she made it all up. She's admitted that this didn't actually happen. And let's see what they said here.
There was no kidnapping on Thursday, July 13th, 2023. My client did not see a baby on the side of the road. My client did not leave the Hoover area when she was identified as a missing person.
Oof.
My client did not have any help in this incident, but this was a single act done by herself. My client was not with anyone or any hotel with anyone
Mea culpa.
at the time she was missing. My client apologizes for her actions to this community, the volunteers who were searching for her, to the Hoover Police Department and other agencies as well, as to her friends and family. We ask for your prayers for Carlee as she addresses her issues and attempts to move forward, understanding that she made a mistake in this matter. Carlee, again, ask for your forgiveness and prayers.
All right, so the attorney just says, nope, all of it was made up. It didn't happen. It didn't take place.
Yeah, I am surprised that there was not a double or triple down.
I know.
Because I feel like we have seen that in the past.
Mhm.
And then I have a weird question, but where does this attorney benefit from taking on a client like that?
Maybe just the press, just because he gets out in front of the cameras or something, and maybe he feels
doesn't come off as a public defender.
No, he comes off as
that's a very sharp suit.
He comes off as somebody who's absolutely dunking on everything she said so far, too, just in his words alone. But now the question comes up, and you go, what do you do to this woman? She's in her mid-20s, and she's come out and apologized. And now they're talking about, are there going to be charges against her? So should there be? That's a big question. Should she face charges for making this whole thing up? And you can compare it to a lot of other cases out there. I don't know why, but when I see the story play out like this, I think that the charges don't really serve much of a purpose. In the Jussie Smollett case and some of these other cases, they just refuse to admit that they were lying the whole time. The idea that she's come out, even though it's through her attorney, whatever, and she said, I made it all up. It was a hoax. I'm so sorry. I didn't do it.
Messed up.
She's apologizing, right? She's admitting to her wrongdoing. She's putting this out there. What good does it do for all of us to say, let's have like a whole case here. Let's put charges against her. She's admitted that she did something wrong. And I know a lot of people are going to be divided on this. Like Angel on YouTube is saying, you have to charge her or others will do the same. Will they really, though? Do you think?
Do you see the outcome of this?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think it doesn't like scream, everyone do it. Look how well it turned out.
And it's still going to screw up her life. I mean, this is a big deal. Now, afterwards, everybody knows you as the person who made up the story about being fake kidnapped. And they say that, you're a liar and you have to probably change your name and all this stuff. Sour Patch Pete on Twitch says community service and house arrest is what you would go for. I mean, look, I think if somebody's coming forward and just saying, hey, guys, I did something wrong here. I made a huge mistake. I think that should be considered in all of this. And I don't know that we really win by getting a punishment. But a lot of you so far think that this should happen. Jennifer on YouTube, misuse of 911, then she needs to be billed for all the man hours involved in her attempted recovery. I wouldn't think that was wrong. Like if they just said, if they said, look, you got to give back. Now that you've done this, you got to find some ways to make it right and give back. And maybe we don't need like charges against you, but do something to show that you're really trying to take control of this situation and make it right.
Remorseful. And now bets are on who's getting the first exclusive interview.
Oh, God. I wonder if she's going to talk, if she's going to go out there and say something.
Go GMA.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a big one. A lot of people would want it for sure. Slick back at the studio was talking to us about this right before the show. And when you see these kind of stories, it sucks because then you're like, I hate that. The next time somebody goes, oh, I saw something on the side of the road and scream on 911 calls or whatever, they go missing. Now everybody's going to be like, oh, are they really missing? I hate that effect that this has.
A lot of people were looking for her and, taking off of work to go and search party and donating and helping with the cause. And I mean, it's kind of a slap in the face, but apparently this is not Slick's first rodeo.
No, I guess not. Slick has been attached to this before. What was the other case you were talking about, Slick?
Yeah, so when I was young, I might have been maybe about 9 or 10 years old. My mom was the paralegal to a lawyer named C. Vernon Mason. You can look this up. This guy defended Tawana Brawley. And Tawana Brawley was the first case that I ever heard kind of similar to this. She said she was abducted by or raped by some white men. And they threw everything at her, man. They gave her like a college scholarship and money and raised money. I was actually in the march. We did a march in Brooklyn over this. It was crazy. And then it came out that she lied about the entire thing. I remember late nights just being in that office with my mom, and they were like working on the case and they had the NAACP involved and all this other stuff, and they lied. And that's why I kind of disagree with you a little bit, Sean, because you got to look at it this way. We have to hold her accountable, because how often do we get to catch a woman in a lie?
Oh, Slick.
How often does that happen?
In 4K, there it is.
That was a left turn I didn't expect.
How often does that happen? Yo, we gotta hold them accountable. We don't get this shot very often, Sean.
Right.
We just don't.
I'm going to lie moving forward. You will never catch me.
A lot of people are like, there needs to be charges. There needs to be charges. I want to hear what everybody has to say about this. So hit us up. Send us a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com. Quick email, tips@thenewsjunkie.com. Peter emails, and he says in the subject line, your hot take is atrocious.
Oh.
Peter is not happy with me.
Uh-oh.
And he says, Sean, I've always respected you, and everyone is entitled to their stupid opinions. But when you casually mentioned that you didn't like Indiana Jones on yesterday's episode, I was aghast.
Enough is enough.
He's the greatest, most interesting fictional character ever, and regardless of the critical success of the last two movies, Raiders of the Lost Ark is one of the most perfect action adventures in film history.
Wow.
But whatever.
Why don't you marry him?
We like what we like, and personally, I'll never be able to get behind eating pancakes without butter or syrup using only my fingers like some sort of caveman. Also, what would you consider to be a great action-adventure movie if Indiana Jones doesn't do it for you? Oh, friend, it's easy. It's an easy answer. Jurassic Park, my friend. That's the winner. And what's the doctor's name? What's the main guy in Jurassic Park? Not Doolittle. The main doctor. He's the most interesting.
Ian Malcolm.
No. That guy's interesting.
Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum guy.
Yeah, that's Ian Malcolm.
It is? No. The other guy.
You're talking about Sam Neill.
Yes, Sam Neill's character.
He plays the guy.
He plays like the main paleontologist guy. And I would watch that guy's daily life, a show about that.
Alan Grant.
Alan Grant. I'd watch the day in the times of Alan Grant, where he's just going to the grocery store.
Working title.
Just simple things. I'd watch that show. But Indiana Jones, he's running from a big ball. I don't know. It's not that great. When we come back, we've got so much to get into today. We're going to hear from you with those dispatches, as I said. Plus, this story about this poor chef that ended up drowning right in the backyard or near where the Obama's house is. And some details coming out about this guy today, so I want to talk about that. And another, maybe the most bizarre email that has come in a really long time.
All right, let's go.
Wait till you hear this one. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
They won't tell you this, but your pets are pretty lonely when you leave. No worries. We'll keep them company. Just say, Alexa, play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Watch out for heavy delays due to an accident on Tap Vineland Road heading westbound at Orange Blossom Trail. 2 right lanes are blocked due to an accident on Kirkman Road heading southbound at Conroy Road. Authorities are clearing up an accident on Sand Lake Road heading westbound at Dr. Phillips Boulevard. The left turn lane is blocked due to an accident on Goldenrod Road heading southbound at State Road 408. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by ViStar Credit Union. Want to make your summer more exciting? Right now, sign up for a ViStar Rewards credit card and get up to 3 points for each dollar spent. Plus, check out the exciting new limited-time offer where you could win big. Visit ViStarCU.org/summer to learn more.
You know, there's a lot of companies out there that want to take advantage of you, just try to juice you for all the money that they possibly can. And then there's Mills Air, a great company, a company that wants to do right by you. They want to make sure that your air conditioner is working properly, that your power bills aren't too high because of some inefficiency, your AC needs to be tuned up or whatever the case is. They're there for you. And the techs at Mills Air are the best. Mo from Mills Air came over to the studio about a year or so ago, and it was getting hot in here. The AC just wasn't working. It was uncomfortable. And he said, look, I know what's wrong with it, but I'm going to go above and beyond. He took the whole thing apart, I'm telling you, cleaned everything out, put it back together. Ever since, it's worked absolutely beautifully, thanks to Mills Air. They are a Carrier factory authorized dealer. That means they can get you up to $1,275 in rebates toward a brand new Carrier unit. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you can always turn to family-owned and operated Mills Air. Give them a call today, 407-277-1159, or find them online at millsair.com.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. And we're Anajar and Levine. Experience the Anajar and Levine difference by calling us with any of your legal needs. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In Office Orlando.
Get your tickets now
at AXS.com
for our 2023 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas. September 22nd and 23rd.
Streaming live only on Hulu.
The iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Immerse yourself in virtual reality with Kokomo, the new app from Canon. Connect with friends and family live in photorealistic environments. It's like being together even if you're miles apart. Search Kokomo by Canon to download now from the MetaQuest Store, Apple App Store, or Google Play.
The money's good and the bids are high. Speedy, fast, the check is on Bank of America, and it's real. GiveMeTheVIN.com, America's best car buyer.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVIN.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Wells Fargo gives you access to direct deposit funds up to 2 days early.
Plus, if you look at the X and Y axes...
What if everything came 2 days early? Like the weekend.
Well, that was a pleasant surprise.
You can't get everything early, but when it comes to direct deposits, you can with Wells Fargo.
Visit wellsfargo.com/get-early to learn more. Terms and conditions apply. Not all direct deposits are eligible. Early availability is not guaranteed and may vary between deposits from the same payer. Wells Fargo Bank N.A., member FDIC.
It happens in a matter of seconds, but the aftermath can last a lifetime. Car crash, slip and fall. There's only one Mo you should call. The Mo you know. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
When I can't sleep, my mind just races. I think about work, the kids, but I don't think about taking melatonin because I'm afraid I'll feel groggy in the morning.
ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies has an optimal dose of melatonin for no next-day grogginess, so you can fall asleep naturally and wake up feeling refreshed. ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies for better sleep like never before. And try Pure Z Sleep plus Next Day Energy with melatonin plus extended release B vitamins.
I have diabetes. I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I have asthma. I'm at risk, too.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a vaccine that can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
I'm good at cutting hair, but I never cut my budget too close.
Amscott's installment cash advance from $100 to $1,000 could mean more money and more time to pay it back. And no credit check. Amscott, some restrictions apply, subject to approval.
No one does happy hour like Twin Peaks. Whatever your preference, we have everything from tequila cocktails and an extensive bourbon category to top shelf spirits and cocktails served over ice balls. Local craft beers and handcrafted whiskey cocktails round out an adventurous drink menu second to none. And don't forget about our 29-degree man-sized drafts.
At Fifth Third Bank, we give you free checking, never have hidden fees, and help protect your identity.
Oh, really?
Yep. See, our name equals 166.7%. So we put in that much effort.
Well, my name's Jim, so I guess I'm headed to the gym. And I'm gonna put in 166.7% effort too.
Oh, I'm proud of you.
No one's ever been proud of me.
This is banking a Fifth Third better. Fifth Third Bank, National Association member FDIC.
Every dog has its day, and now it has its own exhibit, too. Orlando Science Center explores the science behind where dogs came from, how they experience the world, and what makes our bond with them so special. In Dogs, A Science Tale, hands-on exhibits will let you see, hear, and smell the world just like dogs do. You'll have a ball sniffing out hidden smells, testing your speed against different breeds, and examining dogs and their role in history and culture. Step into the role of archaeologist and dig deep into the story of our forever friends. Get tickets at osc.org.
I'm Mark Anajar.
I'm Glenn Levine.
I'm Ellie Anajar.
And we're Anajar and Levine. Experience the Anajar and Levine difference by calling us with any of your legal needs. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In Office Orlando.
Applebee's daily deals for $9.99 and under. There's a deal every day for everyone. Just $9.99 and under. That's all day, every day. Get into your local Applebee's now. Daily deals are dine-in only in limited locations listed on nrpneighborhood.com. Limited time only while supplies last. Participation varies.
Hi, I'm Sriram.
And I'm Aarti. We have spent the last 20 years building and working at some of the largest companies in the world. We worked with some remarkable people. Rob McElhenney.
When I see the people of Wrexham, I grew up exactly like them, and I think that transcends culture.
Check out the Aarti and Sriram Show. That is AARTHI and SRIRAM Show.
Listen to the Aarti and Sriram Show on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, PAY. P-A-Y. Pay. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Real Radio 104.1.
Momentarily, what are you feeling? How's it going out there? Let us know, please. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch right now. Get a lot of emails, but this one stood out as being a little bit strange, and they would like our advice, Sabrina and Josh.
Let's go.
Cool. Well, let's give Decon some advice. It says to tips at thenewsjunkie.com, hey, News Junkie team, apologies in advance for the long-winded email. Better, though, through tips than dispatch. I wanted to ask you all your thoughts, as well as the listeners, about my experience with a particular massage place. Can you help me get to the bottom of this? He said, here it goes. Okay, we're going on a ride. So I was just in the mood to have a typical massage. Nothing out of the ordinary. I've been thinking about that myself lately. Oh, I've never had a massage.
Oh, you haven't
never
lived,
in my
man.
life. And Courtney said, actually, she says, A massage is like you get that same feeling like you do after the chiropractor, where all of a sudden you're like, oh man.
It depends on the type you wanna go with.
Oh, I think I need deep tissue or something.
I've had like the athletic type where it really hurts and releases a lot of stuff that's been cramped for years.
Yes.
And then I recently went to Heavenly Foot Massage.
Okay. They just do feet?
So, no, that's the thing. I thought it was just, it was the greatest massage I have ever been to in my
Really?
life. From head to toe massage.
Oh, you might have some advice for this guy then.
Let's go.
See what he says. He said, I saw a massage place that said walk-ins welcome. The last couple of times I'd tried to go Hand in Stone or Massage Envy, they were booked out days. So I figured, what the heck? While I was at the light to do the U-turn, I ran a quick Google search. It had a 4.7 out of 5-star review. Seemed legit according to Google. Then he says, upon entry, we're walking with him. We're now going into the massage place. The first thing I noticed, it was super dark inside. I chalked it up as just a family-owned and operated thing. I wasn't too suspicious at first because I was greeted immediately by a kind woman. She walked me directly to a very dark room. I didn't have to fill out any paperwork or information. She asked if it was cash or a card. I usually pay by card, but it just had been my birthday, so I had some cash and I paid up front. He says, I noticed a sign in the room that said, we don't do any illegal activity, or something similar to that. My thought immediately went to, that's a sign I would put up if I was, in fact, doing something illegal, LOL.
Fair.
They're tired of getting asked for that.
Yeah, I mean, it could
Also
be.
true.
What, the places you've gone to, like legit massage places, have you ever seen a sign that says we don't do any illegal activity?
No.
Okay. So,
Yeah, I want to know what place he went to.
yeah, because I know a lot of people are creepers about this, and this is a problem that a lot of these masseuses have that we run into. I didn't really receive too many instructions at first of when to get on the bed or under the sheets, so I waited a moment until she peeked in and asked for me to go ahead and get ready. She gave me about 20 seconds to get undressed. I'll typically get a massage in my gym shorts or drawstring shorts. When I got underneath the blanket, she asked me immediately about the shorts. I went with the flow and I said, yes, I could take them off. Okay, now he's naked in the massage place. She went ahead and started to take them off for me as I was lying on my stomach. During the massage, she asked whether I wanted soft or hard, never referring it to a Swedish or deep tissue.
Okay, you're being a little bit of a diva, sir.
I told her hard as I wanted a deeper tissue massage. The first thing that completely caught me off guard was she pulled my boxer briefs past my cheeks, exposing my rear end. During the back massage, she constantly ran her hands up from my neck to the bottom of my cheeks. It did feel great, he says.
Yeah, because your butt is a massive muscle that needs to be worked out.
The second interesting thing that happened was she straddled on my back. I could basically feel her legs on and around my buttocks.
I feel like you're reading a paragraph from an erotic novel right now.
Yeah, it kind of feels that way.
This does feel like fan fiction.
She began popping my back, which again was a nice surprise as I did enjoy it. At this point, I'm trying to think of this as just a cultural difference in massage therapies. Now, let's stop there. Have you been to a massage place, Josh?
I've been to a spa at a lovely resort.
Is it normal that they jump on top of you? Is that?
I mean, I've had that. It really depends on the type that.
Hop on your back and stuff? Yeah. I didn't know that.
I've had like full elbows. I mean, there was one massage therapist. It was a guy who he was like doing my forearm, and all of a sudden we're holding hands, and I'm like, am I supposed to grasp back? Are you my boyfriend?
What are we doing right now? He says, when I flipped, I was covered with the thin sheet, but she did massage the sides of my groin. She never actually touched my penis or anything, but she got pretty damn close. When she was finished, she patted me and said, all done. The weirdest part was she didn't exit to allow me to change her dress. She handed me water. She motioned me to lean up and began taking the sheet and folding it. I was standing in the room just in my boxers, and I dressed in front of her. The verdict, I would go back if it was legit, as it did feel great and relaxing. I just don't know if she was waiting for a specific cue from me to take it to the next level. I'm not looking for anything. I just want to know what kind of place I'm going to. Longtime listener, D-Con. Do you think D-Con was at that type of massage place?
No.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know what normal is.
I just think that's a typical reaction, probably. Like, was I supposed to kiss her in the mouth?
Yeah,
ask for her number?
Does the stripper love me?
Everything he said to me could be like a strange thing, or it could be like a totally normal thing. I have no baseline.
The thing is, even if it is one of those places, you can probably still just get the legitimate massage and call it a day.
Right.
You don't have to ask for the extras.
No, and don't you put money in your shoes or something?
I don't know.
Isn't that the thing?
I think you guys are going to two different places.
I thought that's the thing. I heard somebody say you put the money in your shoes shoe.
I've heard that. I don't know for sure.
That sends the message. I don't know. Okay, we're going to go over to you and your dispatches in a moment, but this sad story out of Martha's Vineyard.
From horny to tears.
We can move around all different emotions in one segment right here. And they said former President Barack Obama's personal chef has drowned near the family's home on Martha's Vineyard. There was a 911 call and everything from Obama's house. And this person was screaming, saying, look, there's somebody who's drowning in the backyard or like in, the waterway there. State police confirmed that the paddleboarder whose body was recovered was Tafari Campbell, 45, of Dumfries, Virginia. This is the chef for President Obama. Campbell was employed by the Obamas and was visiting Martha's Vineyard. They first they said they were not present at the home. This story says not present at the home, but then I heard afterwards maybe they were. It's unclear whether they were there or not. So I've heard both sides of that. And they were saying that this guy was an amazing person and passionate about food, blah, blah, blah. They're doing all that stuff.
He's not great at paddleboarding.
I guess not. And they said that he was only about 100 feet from shore paddle boating in about 8 feet of water. He was not wearing a life jacket, but he had posted many times on his Instagram stuff about him learning to swim, and he didn't necessarily know how to swim. And I would think if somebody was paddleboarding, you would have to be fairly confident in your swimming skills.
Yeah, or
if you were out there like that.
At least starting off in a shallow area.
Yeah, I mean,
paddleboard.
Yeah,
very good at balancing.
I don't know. I've never been on a paddleboard either. I'm in the
this guy, no massage.
I'm sorry.
It's time to do some stuff with your life.
Have you guys both been on paddleboards?
Yes, many times.
Damn it, man.
I'm decent at swimming.
This guy went out there. He was about 30 meters out, 100 feet, 8 feet of water, did not have a life jacket. He's survived by his wife and their twin boys, which is just really
sad,
unfortunate. But I guess maybe he still wasn't able to swim well enough.
That or the biggest thing with new swimmers is not learning the skills to not find yourself in a panic.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't have to be butterfly stroke, but you need to learn how to take a deep breath and then kind of float yourself and get yourself in check so that you can assess the next step of the situation.
Like lesson number one, I thought, was learn how your body can be buoyant. You can like lay on your back and float. So in an emergency, you just start floating along.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like he got in a panic and that's how it ended up.
I guess so. Yeah, but they did say there was somebody else out there with him, which will be interesting to learn who this person was and what their involvement was. And if it was only 8 feet of water, why didn't they do anything else? And there's going to be conspiracies anytime something like this happens because the former president's involved. But when I watch it, I go, God, here's the takeaway, friends. All right, this is the big takeaway from this. If you have kids or you got kids on the way, you got to teach them. I know our friend Chaos over in the News Junkie Discord was just going through this. You got to teach them as quickly as possible how to swim. I know you watch those videos where they just slam dunk the babies in the pool, and it's tough to watch.
There was one where a baby
good.
was wearing a beanie, and the teacher's like, okay, you ready? And then, pulls the beanie down. It's like, okay, you're going to simulate drowning and think you're going to die. Go.
But when they teach those babies when they hit the water, to roll over and then the baby's floating, that is everything right there. I mean, that is the difference between life or death when you've got somebody near the water. And the more you can learn about this stuff, the better off you are. Every kid should learn how to swim. Every single kid in the United States of America should be learning how to swim. Otherwise, you end up with a world around you that is so much more dangerous because you're not able to get yourself back to shore. Let's go to you. Yes, thank you. Let's go to you and see what's going on where you are. We got dispatches rolling in from all over the place today. Here is a Steinpecker with a dispatch. Hello?
All right, so I just had to chime in on this massage parlor business. You know, the Asian massage houses that do the happy endings, they're out there. They're out there all over the place. Every town has them. And to be honest with you, they're fantastic establishments.
My God,
I frequent them quite often. Some of my coworkers enjoy getting a happy ending every now and then.
Don't say where you work, bud. This guy's like calling out coworkers going to the place.
Jim Bob, Daryl.
Right, Daryl loves it. You know, he goes all the time.
That's why the landscapers work so quickly.
Well, how far under the bus are you going to throw these
people?
You're
married and all that. So, you know, you can go in there and do your thing.
Oh, my God. All right.
Usually cost about $100 to $150, depending on how involved you want the massage to become.
Okay.
This guy has so much experience.
Yeah,
This is a slice of life here.
I've never been before, and this guy's like the end boss.
And how many of them have you been banned from, sir?
Of Asian massage parlors. He knows what's going on in there. There's a lot of people chiming in about the swimming thing, starting with Coke on Discord. Says, I'm trying so hard to teach my 5-year-old. He lacks the confidence even though he spends 2 days a week on the water. Well, you don't want people to grow up and be scared of the water because I think that makes it so much more difficult to learn all that stuff.
True.
Sam on YouTube says, it may work for some, but it may traumatize some to never go in the water. You can teach them without tossing them into the deep end. Yeah, I mean, I think I went to swimming lessons when I was little. I don't remember it very much if I did, but, obviously I learned to swim at some point in time. Am I Michael Phelps? No, but if I was in 8 feet of water, I'd be able to get back to the shore. And I think that's important.
If it wasn't for the lessons that I had growing up and not skilled either, but I would have drowned a couple years ago.
Right.
I remember I fell into, launched off a boat. I was wearing that pajama onesie, completely filled up. I thought for sure I was going to drown. And had I not been a skilled swimmer, I would be dead.
Well, for me, remember when we were in the Bahamas and we were all trying to haul ass because you said you saw a shark out there?
I saw a shark. We can go to the footage. My aerial is in it.
I believe you that there was a shark. I'm just saying, you said you saw a shark, and that's what I was reacting to. I didn't see the shark, but I'm sure the shark was there. So when you said that, I go, uh-oh. And if you remember, I was too cool to wear the flippers that day because I thought flippers were for nerds.
Yeah, no, flippers are for swimming.
Turns out they are for swimming.
And the ocean.
Wow.
So Sabrina goes, shark! And then we're all trying to get in, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm really swimming, and I haven't moved forward at all. And I feel like I'm on a treadmill swimming. And finally I was able to get some progress and kind of go sideways and stuff and get back in, but you could easily end up in a bad situation with those kind of, with the lack of swimming knowledge. When we come back, there's a way to make yourself happier. And
I'm listening.
No, you could use this, Sabrina. It's a way for the ladies.
I'm fine.
It's a way for the ladies to make themselves happy.
Is it a massage parlor?
It's not a massage parlor, though I'm sure that works too. I don't know if you'd be into this or not, but if it works, you could be a whole different person. I'm trying to picture you doing this.
Okay.
We'll see. This is coming up next on the News Junkie.
If you'd like to sponsor a radio station for $8 a month, we would like our blue check mark back. At Real Radio 1041 on Twitter. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Hey everybody, good Tuesday to you. Jamie King now. Fox 35 Storm Center, Central Florida weather forecast update for today. Hot, humid conditions persist. High temps make it through the low mid-90s today. We'll start with a lot of sunshine, increasing clouds for the afternoon, and rain fires up after about 1 or 2 o'clock. Coverage today at around 50%. Another scattering of showers and storms. Any rain wrapping up after 8 tonight. Lows down to 77. Wednesday offers a high of 94. Rain chance at 40%. For Fox 35, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Jamie King. Take care.
This report is sponsored by Fresh from Florida.
Hey shoppers, this is your local farmer letting you know that Florida watermelon is in season right now. Look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo while you shop. We're going to need a lot more help at checkout.
From the Florida Department of Agriculture.
The podcast Outlaws, The Good Thief tells the story of the Robin Hood of Greece. Follow this fugitive's trail from Athens to mountain hideouts and discover how this bank robber who shares money with the poor has stolen the hearts of the Greek people.
They say Paleokostas has given a lot of money to poor people.
Like, he'd steal a car from a village and return it with a bag of cash on the seat.
Listen to Outlaws, The Good Thief on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Are you feeling tooth pain? Advanced Endodontics is here to help. Our state-of-the-art practice offers laser-assisted endodontics and same-day emergency appointments, so you don't need to wait for relief. We also provide easy financing and flexible payment plans. Advanced Endodontics is here for you with 5 convenient locations throughout Central Florida. No referrals are needed. Make an appointment today at ineedarootcanal.com. That's ineedarootcanal.com.
At Consumer Cellular, you get the same exact coverage as the largest carriers for up to half the cost. Same thing, up to half the cost. Less money for the exact same thing. Hope this is clear enough. Consumer Cellular, when freedom calls, they're here to answer. Switch today and get a second month of service for free. Go to consumercellular.com/free month and enter promo code free month. Half the cost savings based on cost of Consumer Cellular single line 5 gigabyte data plan and unlimited talk and text compared to lowest cost single line postpaid unlimited talk, text, and data plans offered by T-Mobile and Verizon May 2023. Promotion subject to terms and conditions.
When I can't sleep, my mind just races. I think about work, the kids, but I don't think about taking melatonin because I'm afraid I'll feel groggy in the morning.
ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies has an optimal dose of melatonin for no next-day grogginess, so you can fall asleep naturally and wake up feeling refreshed. ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies for better sleep like never before. And try Pure Z Sleep plus next-day energy with melatonin plus extended-release B vitamins.
If you're hiring, it can feel like you're trying to find a needle in a haystack. You can hope the right person comes along, or you can just use ZipRecruiter. And now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. In fact, ZipRecruiter has helped a lot of business owners find their needle in a haystack, like Marco, president of operations at Telly Tires and Auto Centers. Because Telly Tires has grown a lot in the last few years, Marco needed to hire everyone from a receptionist to a store manager to a head mechanic.
ZipRecruiter helps me find all the right people, even the most difficult jobs to fill. ZipRecruiter helps me keep my business running.
Take it from Marco and millions of other businesses who've used ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter can help you find the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/RADIO. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
With the Autio app riding shotgun, every road trip is an adventure.
Autio is my traveling companion. It's educational, entertaining, funny. It makes the drive come to life.
The Autio app automatically plays you stories about the natural wonders, local legends, and fascinating histories outside your car window, with over 10,000 unique stories from coast to coast.
I've learned more about my hometown from the Autio app than I did growing up here.
Autio, the perfect companion for your next road trip. Learn more at AUTIO.com.
You can always count on a classic. It's timeless and tastefully legendary. That's the truth behind the Troppy Chop. Often imitated, too delicious to be duplicated. The sauce just won't taste the same. But to really stand out, you gotta stay fresh and move to the beat of your own bowl. The Troppy Chop, only at Pollo Tropical. A classic that never goes out of style.
Attorney Joe Cordell.
Divorce forces a father to focus on what's most important, his children. In the divorce process, this comes down to 3 key concerns: physical custody, decision-making, as well as financial support. Each of these is important, and it's important that you choose a lawyer that cares as much about these issues as you do.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Orlando area attorneys. Office in Orlando. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. CordellCordell.com.
Hey DQ fans, mark your calendars. Thursday, July 27th is Miracle Treat Day 2023. $1 or more of every Blizzard treat sold at participating DQ locations benefits your local children's hospital. Remember, July 27th, only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
Millions of kids in America depend on the meals they get at school. When school's out for the summer, many of those meals disappear. Kids and teens can get free meals right in their neighborhoods, provided by local schools and community groups. To find the nearest meal site for your children, just text the word food to 304-304 or go online to nokidhungry.org/help. No questions asked or registration required. This service is made possible by No Kid Hungry.
By the way, I see a lot of people in chat talking about this. We're watching the story, and God, it's an unfortunate one, about LeBron James and his son. I guess LeBron James' son had some sort of cardiac arrest incident. This is a young guy, like great health, and at least externally, just looking at him, looks like he's in perfect shape. And They said there was some sort of incident where he had a cardiac arrest, and I guess he's at the hospital, and they're trying to figure this all out. It says in a shocking incident, USC All-American basketball player Bronny James, son of NBA legend LeBron James, collapsed during a workout on Monday and suffered a cardiac arrest. The young athlete was immediately rushed to the hospital where medical staff worked tirelessly to stabilize his condition. And I guess he is in stable condition. He's no longer in the ICU. But obviously, when you hear somebody that young all of a sudden in the middle of practice collapsing and there's a heart issue, you got to worry about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, like what could have been avoided.
Yeah, well,
there's no way as a trained athlete that they would have not seen anything.
I would think that if you're in college and you're on a big college team, I would think that they're regularly screening them for stuff. Like, at least I would hope that would be the case because they're pushing them hard and they're doing all these things. That should be something that they do. Like, when I walk by the high school around the corner and it's hot as hell outside, and I see them doing
what
football
practice. What your
practice.
kids up to? Want to try cigarettes?
No, they're all out there in that field. They're they're in a full-on football uniform, running up against each other and stuff. I go, oh my God! I hope they're paying attention to make sure these kids aren't overheating out here. I know it sounds like a Old Man River observation, but here I am.
I mean, you never know. Also, like what legitimate supplements they're on that could cause stuff like that too.
It's very, very true. So yeah, they're looking into this to see what happened. Tammy says on YouTube, people have cardiac arrests on the field all the time. We don't know yet what led to all this, but I'm sure they'll be looking into this and hopefully he gets the help that he needs. All right, Sabrina, this could be for you.
All right, I'm listening.
Something that's going to make you happier. The listeners have been very worried about this. There's been multiple dispatches.
It's a whole thing. I love it. It's very fun. Keep going.
You have, hobbies. You have things that you're into, things that you enjoy doing.
Yeah, like sit and watch TV for 8 hours.
That's a hobby,
Oh, yeah.
I love to drink alcohol.
That's a hobby, I guess, but
it's
not
a classy hobby.
It's not a doctor recommended hobby, but hobby nonetheless.
And sport, I love sport.
All right, this then may be right in your wheelhouse, though I can't really picture you doing this, and I don't know why.
So then, what are you suggesting?
This is a study that they did of 1,000 women, and they said
sounds like a party.
An overwhelming number of them, all right, said that doing one thing made them happier, made them a lot happier, in fact.
Like doing this thing every day or just one time and
Just
happiness continues?
Doing it every once in a while. You don't have to do it every single day. But, they say this is the hobby that they've taken up, and they absolutely love it. And they're also saying, in some of these other stories that I'm seeing, that this is really starting to take off with Gen Z and, Gen Alpha or whatever. A lot of younger people are getting into this. And I absolutely would not have expected this. But what they're saying is making all these women happier that's catching on is going fishing. And getting into the world of fishing, they said, because it's kind of like peaceful and you're
like with other women, or I'm going by myself.
Both. Because some of them were saying they like going out with their friends and they enjoy it, and they have gotten hooked, pardon the pun, on this whole thing. And they say you're out there, you're on the water trying to fish. You can't really focus on anything else. If you have other things on your mind, sometimes they just go away. It just works out of your head, and it makes you more happy and more peaceful.
I would give it a go, and I also want to say, how dare you say that you don't picture me doing it. I grew up in Miami.
I'm trying to picture you fishing. You know how to fish?
Yes, I grew up fishing off docks, deep sea fishing.
And did you like it?
I loved it. I wasn't crazy about the part of touching the fish afterwards.
Or the worm, if you're using worm.
As long as I have like a glove, I'd be fine.
Right.
And I throw it right back in.
Yeah, I mean, I have not gone in so long. I said I was going to go during the pandemic.
I mean, you got the license and everything.
I know, and then I never
so
used
much. Like the golfing career you didn't have.
I have a lot of things that maybe they're late night ideas. I don't know.
It's just a closet full of abandoned hobbies and dreams.
And I just open it up and I stare into it sometimes and think about what could have been. But this is a really big thing for a lot of younger women out there. and they say that they're into it and then it really relaxes them.
I would be up for it. I am concerned about the mosquitoes.
Oh, yeah.
This day and age.
I'm sure there's like some hacks for that, right?
Bug spray.
I like super secret hacks. Like the Big Stinky is a hack for this.
Took one of those this morning.
The Big Stinky? You guys never heard of the Big Stinky?
I don't trust you after
God.
you didn't even go fishing.
I didn't go this time, but I have experienced fishing in the past, and I know how to do it. I'm sure I could remember it, like riding a bike. And when you go out there, it all comes back to you. But they said many women are agreeing that the benefits of fishing for fun extend beyond happiness. The study found those who take up the hobby, once primarily dominated by men, tend to develop perseverance, patience, and grit to tackle other areas of life with confidence. They need the Big Stinky out there, though. You get this thing. This is real. You guys have never heard of the Big Stinky. You get this thing.
Clearly.
You put all these like ingredients in it to make the Big Stinky. And then you put it in the area where you want to attract all the bad stuff, all the flies and the mosquitoes and all that stuff.
And then
it gathers them in one area. And I think when they go into the Big Stinky, I think that it might like trap them in there or something. It might get them.
Yeah.
I haven't used one in a while. I just know it's some sort of thing that you do.
I will add to the to-do list, figure out Big Stinky, then go fishing with fellow females.
Yeah, you're going to have fun out there. It's going to change things.
I come back to the show next week, and I'm like, overalls, got a twang. I bring in my latest catch for us to eat
I don't know about
during
that.
the lunchtime.
We're going to have Sabrina's catch of the day.
Fish sticks.
Here at the studio. All right, let's see what we got here. There's a bunch of people chiming in about the massage thing, which I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't either. I have a feeling that they're all going to be along the same lines.
Biker Mike. I wonder what
Exactly. Exactly.
Let's see what Biker Mike says. Hello?
Back when I was on the deployment, I had a couple days of leave, so me and a buddy went to Dubai for a couple days, and before we headed back to the airport to go back to our duty station, we stopped at this place, got a full body massage, and right as they were wrapping up, the masseuse leans down and asked me if I want an erotic massage, and I didn't think I quite heard her at first, so I kind of was like, wait, what? And she goes, do you want an erotic massage? I told her I was all good, didn't need any of that, just 'cause I don't know where else the hands have been. All right, y'all take care. Wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Biker Mike. I thought he was going to go the other way. In fact, maybe he really did.
I feel for them because I know what happens. And if everything goes according to plan, you can offer the erotic massage, and 30 seconds later, everyone's good to go.
Right.
This person takes like 10 minutes, and it's like, all right, I'm going to have to charge you another hour.
I don't know how they handle that. That's a whole nother thing.
Sir, please. I have a schedule to adhere to.
All right, one more. Here's Messe with the dispatch.
From yesterday's show, here is a tip, Sean, to help your epiglottis function better.
Okay.
Before you take a shot, take a deep breath in, and then exhale maybe 75% of it. Take your shot, then exhale the last 25%. Don't breathe in until after you're done exhaling, and I think it'll help you. And
it is a trick.
Takes the burn away. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's not the burn that gets me. It's just when I'm pouring whiskey directly into my lung that I start to worry about things.
He's trying to fix your epiglottis.
Yeah, he is. He's all, maybe it's good.
No,
that
your
this
flap
happening.
is all messed up.
I'm having too many shots anyways. I gotta dial it back. I have gone fully away from all of the Captain and Cokes I was drinking, but I've gone fully into drinking shots. And even on like weeknights, I'm having too many. I gotta
Cool guy.
I gotta get this under control. So my mornings are a little
You say
easier.
that. You just say it on the radio, and then you don't change anything afterwards.
Because
live your life, man.
in the morning, I feel that way. I go, enough's enough. Let's cut it down to maybe like a limit of 4 every night. 4, and we stop. We stop right there.
The years that I try to convince you to take shots of Tully, and now you drink it by the straw.
Oh, I should have been doing it the whole time. It's so
Yes.
much more efficient.
Easier, right to the point.
We're wasting time drinking
Less
a mixed
sugar.
drink. Yeah, and you could still have fun. You don't have to be sitting there sipping the whole time. You get like a high noon to be your partner on that journey. It's fun.
I can't do that stuff.
As they say.
When we come back, I was a hero last night. I want to pat myself on the back.
Oh, you were not.
What are you talking about? I was a
I
hero.
have insider information.
I was a hero last night, and I just want to get it out there so I can maybe encourage other people to step up to the plate.
He is lying to you,
And
and
be-
you'll know when we come back from the break.
and be a hero as well. And we'll talk about that. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your shot at $1,000 is next. Brought to you locally by Mills Air. If you want a shot at $5,000, make sure you're listening to us on our free iHeartRadio app.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Watch out for delays due to an accident on Kirkman Road heading southbound at Conroy Road. 2 right lanes are blocked. There's slowdowns due to an accident on Goldenrod Road heading southbound at State Road 408. You can expect delays due to an accident on I-4 westbound at John Young Parkway. There's slowdowns on I-4 eastbound between US 27 and after State Road 429. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Fresh from Florida.
I'm back, and look at all the Fresh from Florida produce I brought home.
Fresh from Florida produce is fresh as fresh can get.
It's refreshing to know that locally grown Fresh from Florida produce is available year-round.
Well, that's a breath of fresh air.
Look for Fresh from Florida where you shop.
From the Florida Department of Agriculture.
My fellow Americans, R.C. Hill here from R.C. Hill Mitsubishi. I think it's high time we celebrate. To help you relieve stress and start having fun again. It's time to let freedom ride and break free from your old ride. And declare your independence in a nicer, newer car for just $7 down. Have you been feeling put down, fed up, or just plain tired? Then it's time to let freedom ride. So keep your cash and drive a new 23 Outlander for just $7 down. All RC Hill Mitsubishis include a lifetime limited warranty. Even if you've heard no in the past, America is a land of opportunity. And I believe everyone deserves to drive a nicer, newer car today. So kick your old ride to the curb and let freedom ride for just $7 down. But hurry, this celebration ends soon. I'm RC Hill, your car dealer next door. Get free at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
$7 down on cars negative equity may be refinanced. Example, stock number N12354, $7 down, $3.99 per month for 84 months, 3.9 APR.
Did you guys know the average person eats 9 spiders whenever I cook for them?
From his multiple Netflix comedy specials, Anthony Jeselnik brings his new stand-up tour, Bones and All, inside Hard Rock Event Center at Seminole Hard Rock, Tampa. Don't miss Anthony Jeselnik, live on November 19th. Tickets are on sale now at hardrocktampa.com and anthonyjeselnik.com. Seminole Hard Rock, Tampa.
I lost 41 pounds on it so far, but I want to lose a little bit more. I went from 241 down to 200. I want to get down to 180.
With the help of Andro 400, Robert lost 41 pounds. Guys, are you having trouble losing stubborn belly fat? If so, try Ultra Max T, a unique blend of natural ingredients that targets and eliminates belly fat. Ultra Max T also suppresses your appetite, so when you eat, you don't eat as much, and yet you won't feel deprived. Ultramax T curbs sugar cravings, which lowers your impulse to snack in between meals, which adds unnecessary fat to your waistline. Additionally, Ultramax T boosts and maintains energy levels throughout the day without the typical spike and crash you get from caffeine and sugar. So, to effectively lose belly fat, slim down that waistline, boost energy levels, and to look and feel your best, go to andro400.com. Free shipping plus a 90-day guarantee. andro400.com. That's andro400.com. andro400.com.
O'Reilly! Did you know 1 in 4 car batteries is weak and needs to be replaced? O'Reilly Auto Parts will test your battery for free. If your battery needs to be replaced, our professional parts people can help you find the right Super Start battery for your vehicle and budget. Don't wait. Get your battery tested for free today at your local O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
At Consumer Cellular, you get the same exact coverage as the largest carriers for up to half the cost. Same thing, up to half the cost. Less money for the exact same thing. Hope this is clear enough. Consumer Cellular, when freedom calls, they're here to answer. Switch today and get a second month of service for free. Go to consumercellular.com/free month and enter promo code free month. Half the cost savings based on cost of Consumer Cellular single line 5 gigabyte data plan and unlimited talk and text compared to lowest cost single line postpaid unlimited talk, text, and data plans offered by T-Mobile and Verizon May 2023. Promotion subject to terms and conditions.
Here's something you've never heard before.
Stop. This is Simply Safe.
Introducing 24/7 Lifeguard Protection, only from Simply Safe Home Security. Now, monitoring agents can see and speak to intruders through our new indoor camera to help stop crime in real time and for fast police response. Get 20% off any new system with Fast Protect monitoring at simplysafe.com/radio. Advanced Home Security, 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
In this week's Marketers Report, we hear about the importance of local radio from Allison Griffin, head of marketing at State Farm.
iHeart has such a broad broadcast reach that is local, and for us to be able to touch customers with a local feel but at a national scale is so efficient and important for us.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, trusted influencers, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
Find high-quality healthcare in Florida at healthfinder.fl.gov. Effortlessly explore facilities based on quality measures like infection rates, surgical complications, and readmissions. Compare safety records for medical facilities like hospitals, nursing homes, and outpatient surgery centers with ease. Elevate your healthcare decisions with the transparency tool at healthfinder.fl.gov. Choose wisely, live healthy. Paid for by the Florida Agency for Healthcare Administration.
As America's largest injury law firm, size is our strength. Morgan & Morgan.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Green. 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 Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Some of you are so weird. And we'll get to my hero story in just a moment here.
Not a hero story.
But, well, we'll let the people decide. But some of you are so weird. I saw this post and I go, the dating world must be so strange to be in right now because people have never been weirder. And there is this one post from somebody who was in the Am I the Asshole subreddit over on reddit.com.
Classic.
And they said, AITA for calling out my friend and humiliating her. And here's what this guy says. Imagine this person being out there in the dating pool and like, this is just a normal thing to them. I, 36-year-old male, recently started dating again. And I told my friends I was finally putting myself out there and wanted to settle down again. I asked a few of them to look over my profile, and one, a 28-year-old female, let's call her Sally, told me that I should disclose that I have 2 kids from a previous marriage. I thought this was wildly inappropriate to say to me. I asked her how she believed that was relevant, and she tried justifying her position by saying things like, "It's only right to be upfront with any woman I date." I told her to worry about her own dating life. Wait, hold on. You asked her for advice? And
Exactly.
Afterwards,
how is it wildly inappropriate? You're just going to hide your children?
Oh, wait for this. She says, he says, I told her I told her to worry about her own dating life, seeing as she's not close to being married herself.
Wow.
And that if a woman rejects me on the basis of having kids, then she was shallow anyway, and I dodged a bullet. Here's the part that really stood out to me. Also, I would like to add that I, of course, intend to bring up my kids to any future spouse, but not until we've been dating for at least a year, because I don't want to let somebody know about my children and see them until they've proven themselves to me.
Yeah, you sound like a real catch.
Imagine dating somebody for...
Yeah, I'm going fishing for sure.
For a year. You're with this person for a year, and all of a sudden they go, I got something to tell you. I have some kids. And they start explaining to you that they have children that they haven't informed you about for a year. That's, man, people.
And then you go and ask
weird.
your friend for advice and start just making digs at her.
Yeah.
I think it's a very reasonable thing.
What she was doing was giving you the advice you asked for. And by the way, good advice. That's a smart thing. That's something you should do. You should put that on your profile, I would think.
Now, there was a time in your life, Sean, where you were dating, right? Like,
Yep.
how long until you disclosed you had a son?
Usually I would not do it immediately, but by like the second or third date, I would say, "Hey, you got to tell you something," and I would explain to them what was going on.
Take out the wallet picture.
I would say,
Look at
my
this
boy.
boy.
yeah, I would,
My son.
I would explain everything to him, and I'd be like, "Yeah, this is a situation with me, his mom, blah blah blah." But a year in, I'm talking for me like 2 weeks into dating, I would have this conversation, or maybe even before that. You know, if we
I
were
also have a wife and full family.
and a whole litany
Please
of
don't tell anybody.
STDs, right? Like you're just dropping it all of these people. That is a conversation you should probably have up front. Just like this conversation, where I just wanted to let people know sometimes people step up to the plate and people become heroes.
And other times there's Sean.
You know, I was a hero in this situation.
And for those of you that are new to the show, or maybe those that have been listening for a while, remember last time Sean opened up a story like this?
Yeah. Where I saved the guy across the street?
Didn't save the guy. It was actually your neighbor who had sprinted towards them, and you just went, you all right, man?
Wasn't my neighbor, was a random running lady who was trying to steal my glory in the moment, if you'll remember.
Right.
But I got over there faster than she did, and I helped the man who fell up. But
Congrats.
I may have been slow to do this. I may have waited like a 10 Mississippi before crossing the street.
I mean,
Helps that man
15
out.
pregnant seconds.
And I said, "Hey, you all right, man?" And then I moved afterwards. But in this case,
Still with a White Claw in hand, man.
that's true, yeah. In this case, Courtney and I were hanging out last night. We're watching a movie. What was it called? The Angry Black Girl and Her Monster, which, if you've never heard of this, we had no idea what we're getting into other than the fact that there would be an angry black girl and a monster involved. And it's like a modern telling of the Frankenstein story. And it was kind of cool. It was like not totally serious.
What was it on?
Geez, I don't remember where we watched it on.
I'm on the case.
Yeah, the angry black girl and the monster. It was pretty scary too at a couple of points. Anyhow, I was brave enough to get through that movie, and then I went outside and I saw this weird looking bug sitting on the chairs outside on the patio. And I go over to this thing and I go, "What, Courtney? What is this thing?" And it's standing.
Babe.
It's standing perfectly still. And you could go up to it. You could touch it if you wanted to. It would just sit there.
Oh, you touched it, Sean?
I didn't. I got close. I got my finger within 3 feet of it. So pretty close, if I'm honest here.
I was sent, and I'll be honest here, an anonymous email with all of the details I need
Yeah.
about this heroic story of yours.
Well, I mean,
There is a hero in this house, not in this room.
Well, I was part of the mission to save the bee. Of course I'm a hero.
You want, are you going to go to the audio?
I'll play this. Yeah, I mean, just a little clip of it. But
Yeah, let's hear the hero shriek.
Well, Courtney goes, "It's a bee," and she goes, "We can help out the bee." And I'm
It's
like,
a
"Oh,
bumblebee."
great!" Now Courtney's in savior mode over here, and Courtney gets like a plate with sugar water. We're
Yes.
and
She's a sweet lady.
And she goes, "Oh no, it's another project because there's a hawk in the neighborhood that can't fly, and so we just keep seeing this hawk, and the hawk just runs when he can't fly anywhere. We're
Stupid
trying
hawk.
to save the hawk, but we can't get to it." And so she goes, "Great, we got another project." And so she goes, "It's a bee," and here we are. This is us saving the bee, rescuing it here.
It's okay, sweetheart. Come on. And that's Courtney being a sweet
Yeah, she's
hero.
coaxing the bee up, and then we saved the bee, and that was
Play the rest of the clip, Sean.
You saw the part where the bee was saved.
All right, I'll play it.
No, I know I'll play it. I just want you to know that it was late. All right, this was part of the bee saving process.
Also, the tools used are hilarious.
Ah! The bee was coming after me. Where's it at? That was part of the rescue process.
Yeah,
that's. If you know anything
Get ready,
about bees, you know that you have to speak to them in a particular way to convey messages to
Yeah,
the bees. It's a series of squelches and noises that you make to say that. And I was like, "You're free, bee."
It sounded like you climaxed.
I just want to make it clear to the bee that this was it. This was his moment. He could fly away. Then he ran into the fence in the backyard, I think, and kind of clunked down on the ground. But he's good now. And he seems to be.
I'm sure he's fine.
Yeah, he seems to be good to go. We're going to hear from you.
So thank you, Courtney, you hero.
Yeah, she did a little bit of it. And then I had my role in it. And so we kind of. It wasn't that bad. I was just a little noise. I was scared, all right?
Anyone want a cigarette?
I was a little scared.
The heavy breathing in between the screens got me.
It was like a horror movie for me out there. I want to stay away from that thing. Stop looking at stuff in the background, you people. Virgil on YouTube goes, how big is that TV? Stop mapping the house. I hate how you guys are doing this.
Too big to steal.
Yeah, that's my theory. I stand by
But
that.
as soon as he gets the bigger one, I'm hopefully going to get that.
I'm waiting for, like,
I
if
will pay.
Is there a 100-incher out there? They got one of those?
Yeah, right here.
Okay.
Pulling down my pants for those just listening on the radio.
Right. Okay, go over to the newsjunkie.com. It records. I didn't sound that bad.
Yes,
it was more.
you
It was like, whoa, hang on, man. It was more like that.
Can you leave a note on C-Lane's desk? Because I'll need that clip for tomorrow.
It was like kind of a manly thing, I thought.
Oh, kind of, yeah.
All right. Before we get to these dispatches, I want to hear the argument against this here, because they've now said that the NFL is stepping up, and they have indefinitely suspended the defensive end from the Broncos for betting on league games in the 2022 season. So he played in 8 games as a rookie. He's the 10th player this offseason to be suspended for gambling on games or betting on other sports, and he'll be eligible to petition for reinstatement no earlier than next year, right, in 2024. And so they say that this player was betting on NFL games, can't do that, it's a no-no. If you're not betting against your own team, a la, like, this is the argument that Pete Rose makes and stuff, why are they so strict about the NFL players and saying, if you get caught gambling, you're out of here? Like, you're indefinitely suspending the guy. My God, this could be the end of his career for all we know. Why are they so strict on that and stringent about these folks? And not even just players, mind you. Like, the personnel that works for the NFL teams, they can't gamble on any kind of NFL games either.
I could see where the players come into that kind of ruling, because they could switch up the game. If you're going to, because if your bet win $5 million versus just getting paid $50,000 for that game, then why wouldn't you?
But if
try
you're
to
not
break the game?
If you're not in the game, you're saying, like, what you'd have to have, like, you'd have to be calling other people who are in the game and going, yeah, mess up the game so I can win this bet or something. I'm just trying to find out, like, I guess if you bet against yourself, I totally get that. Oh, no, fumble. And then the other team gets the ball and you end up winning a big payout.
Oh, no.
I understand that, but this seems different. NFL players and personnel are not allowed to gamble while in NFL facilities, disclose any non-public NFL information, or enter a sports book during the NFL season. They can't maintain any social, business, or personal relationships with sports gamblers. And I guess they had information that this guy had done that very thing. And Lee Rhodes says, you could be in with other players to tank games. I guess that would be the case.
Fair.
But you could say that about anything. Do all sports do that? I guess baseball does that. I'm trying to think of other sports where this is a thing. Rod says, because it's all rigged and the NFL would have to pay out on the victory. BDMX Con on Twitch says, NFL players gambling will get owners dragged before Congress. That's why they take it more serious than they do domestic violence. Well, they did for this player, and this Denver Broncos defensive end is now suspended indefinitely for at least 1 year for betting on some games in the season, not the off season, because that wouldn't make any sense. Okay, let's hear from one person real quick. We'll work in one dispatch. Here, it was more like, hey man, hey B. It was deeper than that, I thought. I don't need to go back. I would go back to the tape, but I don't have it anymore. I don't have the audio.
We'll have it tomorrow.
All right, you're Speckled Trout with a dispatch.
Hey, Sean. Fishing actually improved my wife's life quite a bit. She started about 20 years ago or so in her 40s. Kayak fishing with me on the Indian River. She never done sports or anything like that. And the confidence she got from seeing sharks and gators and handling fish and so on really taught her confidence. And
that's good.
helped her relax a lot, because you're right, when you're out there fishing, you don't really have time to do anything else.
People are saying that you don't have time to do anything else.
I feel like I have plenty of time.
I feel like all you have is time.
I'm going to throw it out, and then I'm going to watch TikTok until I get a bite.
Right. I don't understand that, but like, what kind of fishing are you doing that you're so involved? Are you fly fishing, where you constantly have to be moving and doing stuff?
Are you casting out giant nets like in The Perfect Storm?
Yeah, like those things I would understand. You're occupied and you don't have time. But if you're just like putting a worm on a bobber thing or whatever, and you're waiting for the fish to bite, you're just in your own thoughts.
Just stare at the water.
Yeah, that's all you're doing.
Ditch the kayaks, because now we're old. We have a boat, and we spend every chance we get on the Gulf fishing. So I would encourage any female or male, for that matter, to take up fishing. It's a great
I'm
pastime.
down to go.
And
I'm down.
if you don't mind killing them, it's some darn good eating too.
I would just release them. I would do that, the catch and release style thing. I also don't think it's too expensive, right? Going fishing is kind of like a more affordable hobby.
It's a big range between like pond and deep sea.
Yeah, if you're going out doing like the saltwater fishing for marlins
That
or something,
adds up.
Yeah, because those poles look totally different. That's a whole nother world. right
Damn.
there. All right, when we come back, the Rock is a hero. He's doing something
Son of
good.
a bitch.
Oh, well, I'll save that. I'll get.
All right.
We'll talk about the Queen of Chaos. Now I'm taking it back.
Okay.
Now I'm doing the Rock story.
I now realize what I did.
We'll talk about the Queen of Chaos when we return. Wait until you hear what is going on with this woman. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
You text us at 77031 and we say it on the air. Sometimes.
We might even give you credit.
Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
Travel with caution. Authorities are clearing up an accident blocking the left lane on the eastbound ramps from Narcoossee Road northbound to the beach line. 2 right lanes are blocked due to an accident on Kirkman Road heading southbound at Conroy Road. And there's heavy delays due to an accident on Tap Vinland Road heading westbound at Orange Blossom Trail. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Fresh from Florida.
I'm back, and look at all the Fresh from Florida produce I brought home.
Fresh from Florida produce is fresh as fresh can get.
It's refreshing to know that locally grown Fresh from Florida produce is available year-round.
Well, that's a breath of fresh air.
Look for Fresh from Florida where you shop.
From the Florida Department of Agriculture.
The process of shopping for a mortgage can be complicated and confusing, and so frustrating you go, ah! But not when it comes to that mortgage guy Don from thatmortgageguyDon.com. He's a mortgage broker, and mortgage brokers are better because they do all their loans through national wholesale lenders. It's still going to be your standard FHA, VA, or conventional loan, but mortgage brokers have access to dozens of wholesale banks that are competing for your business, and wholesale banks only loan through mortgage brokers like that mortgage guy Don. And that mortgage guy Don is the best because he made the process of getting a quote or comparing the quote you already have super easy. Now, you get a better deal on any home loan when you work with a broker, but you also get the satisfaction of simplicity and honesty when you work with that mortgage guy Don. You want to see a difference? Go to the website right now, thatmortgageguyDon.com. Apply now and get a quote or get a free analysis of your existing quote. Plain and simple. No spam, no hassle, it's just peace of mind. Go to thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Packing for your summer road trip? Leave the travel guide at home and bring the Autio app along for the ride. Autio brings any drive to life with fascinating stories about the places you go, all narrated by expert storytellers. Browse through Autio's more than 10,000 fascinating location-based tales to inspire your travel itinerary and discover unique destinations along the way. Wherever summer takes you, make your next drive an adventure with Autio, the perfect companion for your next road trip. Learn more at AUTIO.com.
If you're a pro painter, do you know how much you're paying per gallon for paint? Paint stores try to convince you that you're getting a good deal with deep discounts. But what they don't tell you is their starting price is too high to begin with. If you buy paint from the Home Depot, you're getting the lowest price per gallon on Behr paint, guaranteed. We offer everyday low prices on every gallon of top-rated Behr paints, stains, and primers. Plus, pros earn discounts through our Pro Extra Paint Rewards program. That's the value of the Home Depot. How doers get more done. U.S. only. See store for details.
Hi, this is Ron Johnson from Utah. After 10 weeks of taking Andro 400, I lost 13 pounds and my waist went from 36 to 33. That was 8 years ago. I continued to take Andro 400 and I've maintained my weight at 172. Gained muscle and energy. I'm 63 now and feel better than I have in 30 years.
Hi, this is Sherry. My husband started taking Andro 400 a few months ago, and wow, has he ever changed. He's no longer a couch potato, and he actually likes to go out and do things again. Best of all, he lost his gut, and is he looking good. All I have to say about that is...
Andro 400, the natural way to increase your testosterone. Guys, if you'd like to lose your belly fat, gain energy and muscle, and feel like you did years ago, try Andro 400, the safe, effective, and inexpensive way to boost your testosterone. Andro400.com.
The number one cause of accidents is distracted driving, like cell phones, eating, and playing with the radio. So leave it right here on Real Radio. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
Every day is good with the new Dunkin' Chorizo and Egg Wrap, made with chorizo, scrambled eggs, and cheese. Or the Chicken and Roasted Pepper Wrap, made with chicken, roasted peppers, and cheese. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer. Terms apply.
Right now, you may be running a little late, or feeling stressed, or overwhelmed, and you may be going a bit over the speed limit. So to help you relax, exhale. Ease up on the gas. You'll get there when you get there. Take a moment to just chill. This little break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
Need a break? Take one during the summer payment break at Sutherland Nissan Orlando. Buy a new Nissan and make no payments for 6 months. Take a break from interest with 0% APR financing and get a lifetime warranty. Sutherland Nissan Orlando, home of the lifetime warranty. See dealer for details.
Do you have heart failure and often hear,
"Those stomach issues ruined your birthday"?
"You're too tired to play catch, Grandpa."
Sweetie, you haven't touched your tools since the carpal tunnel syndrome diagnosis.
If these seemingly unrelated symptoms sound familiar, talk to your cardiologist. Ask about transthyretin amyloid cardiomyopathy, or ATTR-CM, a rare and underdiagnosed disease that gets worse over time. Learn more at connecttoyourheart.com. That's connecttoyourheart.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Hi, I'm Sriram.
And I'm Aarti. We have spent the last 20 years building and working at some of the largest companies in the world. We worked with some remarkable people. Rob McElhenney.
When I see the people of Wrexham, I grew up exactly like them, and I think that transcends culture.
Check out the Aarti and Sriram Show. That is AARTHI and SRIRAM Show.
Listen to the Aarti and Sriram Show on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcast.
At Morgan & Morgan, the fee is free. You don't pay us anything unless we win your case.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, GREEN. 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 Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
We'll get to this in just a moment. And a potential scam, but I just can't figure out how this is a scam. I'll tell you what's going on after this. Tips at thenewsjunkie.com. And our friend Hollywood Brad emails about the discussion we were having yesterday about people who are in the background of things that are filmed and whether or not you need to get their approval or whatever. And Brad says, Sean, if you watch the behind the scenes of The Office, then you know more than I do about it, and I'm sure you're correct. It was like the, where they do the director's commentary thing where I remember hearing that, but It's been a long time. I've done a version of what they did on Elf a few times in the past, where you shoot without people knowing and then you get their permission and pay them afterwards. I've done a few commercials that way, and when I first moved to Los Angeles, I worked on a hidden camera prank show with Chelsea Handler, where the camera operators all hid in various places, like fake porta potties, fake power boxes, etc.
All right.
Oh, that's cool. And we would shoot with the mark for a while until it was revealed that it was a prank to them. After that, they filled out their W-2 and gave permission to use their image. Sometimes they say no, and they couldn't use that prank, but generally the people would say yes, says Hollywood Brad. That's interesting. I love that idea of, like, you got to hide inside something, and you're sitting there for God knows how long.
Probably sweating the whole time.
Sweating your ass off in a fake porta potty, just hoping for the best. So thank you, Brad. I saw somebody post this, and I think there's some sort of scam going on here, but I don't know what the scam is. And they posted this. They said, twice now, I've gotten these wrong number texts. Anybody know what this is? And it says, hey, are you Coral Hardy? And the person responds, I am not. And then the response is, sorry, my assistant misremembered the number. It was a beautiful misunderstanding. I'm sorry. And then another
Want to
message.
see some pictures, Daddy?
New message comes in.
Yes.
Hey, Diana, let's go golfing at 2 o'clock this afternoon. And the person says, this is not Diana. Oops, I'm sorry. I entered the wrong number. It was a beautiful misunderstanding. And then they keep like texting her about this kind of stuff. And it's what is the scam there when you just randomly text something?
They're trying to lock you into a conversation so they can get you to reveal personal info.
Oh, really? Like,
yeah. Hey, when's your mom's birthday? So I can send her flowers.
To steal your information to like get into one of your accounts or something.
It starts with, oh, now that I have you, what's your name? What do you like to do?
Yeah.
So then they can guess your password.
I guess you followed up the woman who got this, and it says, she said, okay. And it says, thanks. It's always good to meet new people. I'm Jennifer. What's your name? And she said, Ham. Nice to meet you. I live and work in Los Angeles, California. Where are you from? And she said, so you're a liberal. And he said, no, I come from Singapore and came to America 5 years ago. And they said, you moved to California, though. Where are you from? And they said, what are your thoughts on Sound of Freedom? So they did not figure out what this is, but...
I'm Ham!
Hello, Ham!
Hi, I'm Ham!
How are things, Ham?
What's your mother's birthday?
I don't feel comfortable answering that question.
Where are you from?
What do you mean, where was I born?
Where are you from?
What does that mean?
My name's Ham.
All right, I know that, Ham.
What state are you born in?
Vermont. I was born in Vermont.
A liberal! You must bang your cousin.
That is, there are theories about people from Vermont and cousins and many different things like that. But I didn't.
What's your social security
No, I'm
number?
not giving you that information. I'm not going to do that. You're trying to steal my info.
Want to see my vagina?
No.
For free?
What's your first pet's name?
I got to go. I can't tell you this information.
Bye.
See you later, Ham. There goes Ham. Ham is a top.
Not sure if I'm going to bring that character back.
What? Ham was great.
Nice lady.
Ham was a very, very advanced scammer. So good at
She's
scamming.
more, honey ham, not smoked.
You don't know after it that you've been scammed. You're set in a...
I got a new girlfriend. You tell
busy.
your family about it. Her name's Ham.
Jennifer says, I have had multiple texts like this. One lady wanted to sell me a condo in Manhattan. I told her I was interested and would meet her in 45 minutes for a showing. I played the game longer than I should, said Jennifer. C-Lane loves to waste a lot of time on this. Have you ever seen, oh my God, I can't remember the exact details of this. Have you ever seen that text? Somebody was like texting back and forth with a person on from Facebook Marketplace or something. And they were selling something. Let's say they were selling something for $500. And the person goes, I'll give you 50. And he goes, 50? I'm asking for 500. And they go, all I could do is 50. And he goes, okay, meet me at this address. And the person goes, hey, I'm at the address. Like they followed up in the text message. And he goes, it's a comedy club. I'm right outside of the comedy club. And the person said, walk in, go on stage, and tell everybody this joke you made or whatever because you played yourself or whatever. So they tricked them into going to this place. And made them go up on the stage. Well, they didn't go up on the stage, but you get the point. Queen of Chaos. Let's talk about her real quick. Let's do that. This woman she deserves the name the Queen of Chaos. She was a former Kentucky sorority girl, and Rayanna Bell Brock is only 23 years old. I saw her on the Twitter account that I follow, Mug Shorties.
I love that account.
Yeah, it's like it's people in mug shots who are attractive, and this particular girl, 23 years old, Rayanna Bell Brock, she has been arrested many, many, many times, and she's on TikTok as the Queen of Chaos 23. They did a selection of 10 of her mugshots, and you can see her
at 23.
At 23, she has 10, or now I guess 11 or so.
Girl.
And they go through all this stuff that this woman has been arrested
Her
for.
hair has changed so much.
And she's smiling in almost all of her mugshots.
She varies between the same smile and the same smolder.
Yeah.
But crazy looking in all of them.
She has got a lot of charges.
That's what
including
Ham looks like.
terroristic threats and stalking. She was arrested for stealing a car, crashing it, and then returning it to her dorm.
Bye.
She said, "This is one of my favorites." And somebody said, "We need a documentary on this woman." She's been arrested for just a wide variety of things, and they're now calling her the Queen of Chaos. Maybe she turns her life around, and she becomes like the female version of, what's the machine guy?
Gun Kelly.
Bert Kreischer.
No, Bert Kreischer, that one. Yeah, Bert Kreischer, but like lady version, and talks about all her exploits out there. So you might see her, this Queen of Chaos out there. During the break, I'll put the mugshots up on the See It Now section of the newsjunkie.com so you could take a look at that. Both of her parents, she says, are in prison currently. So not a lot of people telling her what to do and what not to do in her life, and she's just out there.
Is that legacy into the sorority group?
I don't know. They also, when I look at this, I think it's like the embodiment of that song. Courtney hates this one song. I like it. I think it's catchy. But you know this song where it's like a party anthem, and it's like, I crashed my car into a bridge. I
don't care.
Charlie XCX.
And Courtney hears that song. She's like, this is such bad advice for everybody. And I go,
that and Lady Gaga's Just Dance. I lost my keys. I lost my phone. Don't know the name of the club. Let's just dance.
Well, let's get in there.
It's a bad move,
Caution
Gaga.
to the wind.
Bad move.
Fine.
She's the embodiment of that I don't care song, I think. When we come back, the next episode with Sabrina. What's coming up on the next episode?
What's coming up on the next episode? Can you count what The Rock is donating and apparently making on a Christmas movie? America's number one son is back in the headlines, and by number one son, I mean Chet Hanks continues to be the poster child for SMH emoji. Plus, it's not unusual to sing Delilah at rugby games, but it is banned. All that and so much more coming up on the next episode.
And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7. It's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by Gringos Locos and SecuredRoofingAndRestoration.com. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James, Miguel, Mike, and Ken. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Hey, everybody. Good Tuesday to you. Jamie King now. Fox 35 Storm Center, Central Florida weather forecast update for today. Hot, humid conditions persist. High temps make it through the low mid-90s today. We'll start with a lot of sunshine, increasing clouds for the afternoon, and rain fires up after about 1 or 2 o'clock. Coverage today at around 50%. Another scattering of showers and storms. Any rain wrapping up after 8 tonight. Lows down to 77. Wednesday offers a high of 94. Rain chance at 40%. For Fox 35, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Jamie King. Take care.
This report is sponsored by Fresh from Florida.
Hey shoppers, this is your local farmer letting you know that Florida watermelon is in season right now. Look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo while you shop. We're going to need a lot more help at checkout.
From the Florida Department of Agriculture.
GiveMeTheVin.com now has 40 offices around the U.S. 40. We did $2 billion in buys last year, $2 billion with a B, because we pay the most, we're easy to deal with, and we take care of you, the customer. That's why we have 4 stars, the highest rankings of any car buyer. GiveMeTheVin.com dominates. Why? Because we take care of our customers. They don't call me America's best car buyer for nothing.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Find high-quality healthcare in Florida at healthfinder.fl.gov. Effortlessly explore facilities based on quality measures like infection rates, surgical complications, and readmissions. Compare safety records for medical facilities like hospitals, nursing homes, and outpatient surgery centers with ease. Elevate your healthcare decisions with the transparency tool at healthfinder.fl.gov. Choose wisely. Live healthy. Paid for by the Florida Agency for Healthcare Administration.
Deals on the McD app are kind of like cool breezes on a hot summer day. You don't know when they're coming, but when they hit, There's nothing quite like them. Save time and get back to summer fun when you order ahead on the app. Pick up a juicy, tender McCrispy, golden fries, and a refreshing Dr. Pepper. It's 30% off your entire order when you spend $5 using mobile order and pay on the McD app. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Offer valid 6/1/23 through 12/31/23 at participating McDonald's. Valid once a day. Dr. Pepper is a registered trademark of Dr. Pepper 7-Up, Inc.
A meal at McDonald's brings my family closer together. And now that same meal helps bring other families closer together. When we order a family bundle deal that has 40 crispy chicken McNuggets and 2 large fries, McDonald's donates 50 cents to local Florida Ronald McDonald House Charities chapters, providing a home away from home so families can stay close to their child during medical care. We can also round up our order and the extra will get donated. Food, family, and helping others? What could be better? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Cannot be combined with any other offer.
At Consumer Cellular, you get the same exact coverage as the largest carriers for up to half the cost. Same thing, up to half the cost. Less money for the exact same thing. Hope this is clear enough. Consumer Cellular, when freedom calls, they're here to answer. Switch today and get a second month of service for free. Go to consumercellular.com/free month and enter promo code FREEMONTH. Half the cost savings based on cost of Consumer Cellular single line 5 gigabyte data plan and unlimited talk and text compared to lowest cost single line postpaid unlimited talk, text, and data plans offered by T-Mobile and Verizon May 2023. Promotion subject to terms and conditions.
When I can't sleep, my mind just races. I think about work, the kids, but I don't think about taking melatonin because I'm afraid I'll feel groggy in the morning.
ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies has an optimal dose of melatonin for no next-day grogginess, so you can fall asleep naturally and wake up feeling refreshed. ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies for better sleep like never before. And try Pure Z Sleep plus next-day energy with melatonin plus extended-release B vitamins.
Hey DQ fans, mark your calendars. Thursday, July 27th is Miracle Treat Day 2023. $1 or more of every Blizzard treat sold at participating DQ locations benefits your local children's hospital. Remember, July 27th, only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
Summer's almost here. Time to get swimsuit ready for the pool parties and beach vacations. And for the confidence to look your very best, get RM3 from Red Mountain Weight Loss. RM3 works on your belly, hips, and thighs, attacking unhealthy fat and reshaping your body, all while helping you lose up to 20 pounds or more per month. There's simply no faster way to get swimsuit ready than with RM3. It's safe and effective for men and women, and it's all natural, so it won't make you nervous or jittery. RM3 helps overcome issues that cause weight gain, like a slowing metabolism, hormone imbalance, or menopause. This patented medication is available only by prescription, and you can only get it at Red Mountain Weight Loss. So trust the experts at Red Mountain Weight Loss for programs that are doctor supervised and highly successful. Lose weight and look great, just in time for summer with RM3. Dial pound 250 from your cell phone right now and use the keyword Red Mountain Weight Loss. That's pound 250 keyword Red Mountain Weight Loss.
It pays to listen. Open your free iHeartRadio app and listen to this station to be entered to win $5,000. Each day you come back to listen on the iHeartRadio app is another entry. The more you listen, the more chances you have to win. Download the free iHeartRadio app for access to winning like never before.
Here's something you've never heard before.
Stop. This is Simply Safe.
Introducing 24/7 Lifeguard Protection, only from Simply Safe Home Security. Now, monitoring agents can see and speak to intruders through our new indoor camera to help stop crime in real time and for fast police response. Get 20% off any new system with Fast Protect monitoring at simplysafe.com/radio. Advanced Home Security, 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
We may have lost our blue check, but we're still here, doing
whatever it is you do on Twitter.
At Real Radio 1041 on Twitter is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
The next episode in just a moment. All things happening in the world of entertainment and beyond. Real quick, friends, a favor. If you would, go over to getskywall.com. Check out the latest design drop. It is up. It's called Last Minute Message. It's a shirt available in blue, which is the most popular so far, or red. It's a great design. I think you're going to dig this. It comes with a magnet that's called the Ant Farm Magnet, and that is also something that comes along with a sticker, and it's a great way to support the show. These are super high-quality, next-level shirts, and I'm not saying that like, these shirts are the next level, man.
Yeah.
It's the brand. They're very, very high quality, just so we make sure you get something comfortable and nice and high-end. And I think you're going to like this one. They've been selling really good so far.
We guarantee it. We can't guarantee it, right?
No guarantees.
Yep,
no guarantees. Only we guarantee that you're going to... no guarantees. None at all. No, get rid of it. Damn it. Go check it out at getskywall.com while you can. Those are selling very fast. Don't miss out on yours. And if you're out and about, you can do it on your phone. It's so easy. Very, very easy to get your purchase through. Go over to getskywall.com and get the last minute message shirt whilst you can. All right, let's get into it. Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV, and you can't possibly keep up with all of it, even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
Because my husband would have never done that. He would never knowingly done anything like that.
Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode with Sabrina.
Hey, smoke weed every day.
Hold on. The next episode brought to you by That Mortgage Guy Don. ThatMortgageGuyDon.com. Host of the Home Loans Radio Show. If you're refinancing, buying your first dream home, debt consolidation, and everything in between, work with the man, the legend, your friend, and go to ThatMortgageGuyDon.com. It was 33 years ago today.
Mm-hmm.
History was made 1990. A woman by the name of Roseanne Barr.
Oh, yeah.
Grabbed her hefty crotch while butchering the Star-Spangled Banner. So fast. Now I skipped over to the end.
People get so triggered by that.
It's pretty rough.
It was before her time.
Uh-huh.
Nobody, and she ended up being what?
I thought the bitch was white.
One of the comedic specials, one of the first on Fox News.
Oh, really?
When they started doing that.
Wait, they're doing comedy specials on Fox News?
Yeah.
No woke comedy.
That and Rob Schneider, I think, recently had one there.
Okay.
I think you're right.
Yeah, so there you have it. Some bad news, but I am seeing the changes immediately. Twitter is now X.
Yes, yeah, they've changed it up. Doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't? I hate it.
I don't know what a post is called anymore.
An X.
It's an X and then a re-X.
So you go to Twitter, like I was
Rex.
just on the desktop website of it, and I see the X in the corner there. And this is perfect for that upcoming cage fight battle that'll never happen. But Elon Musk, I guess, may have not double-checked all of the things when it came to changing Twitter to X.
I don't believe that.
Mark Zuckerberg may own the rights to the letter X.
Okay, I've seen multiple stories on this saying that multiple different people may own the rights to the letter X, which either or.
I believe a professor
bad.
does. Thank you.
I saw Microsoft had the rights to it, and then you're saying Facebook has the rights to it.
Yeah, Zuckerberg's Meta had reportedly registered an X logo in connection with, quote, online social networking services and social networking services in the fields of entertainment, gaming, and application development, also known as...
Hey, there is a big B.
But for the moment, things are moving forward, as you could see right there on Twitter.com. Yesterday, workers started removing the word Twitter from the side of the building, so big things happening over there.
They're doing this so haphazardly. Like, all of a sudden, they're like, get rid of all the little birds.
But then they were stopped by police, by the way.
Okay.
Because there was confusion over whether or not they had proper authorization. They did, and boom, X be born.
Yeah, I just don't understand this. I mean, I know what his idea is. I know what his bigger plan is, but
It's
what?
stupid.
I don't get it. On taking Twitter and changing it to X seems like a weird idea.
He's changing a lot within the year, one step at a time. Speaking of police, they are now searching for those responsible, and I am impressed that they were able to steal the 150-pound statue and other items on the set of the highly anticipated second part of this film. Don't say it three times. Beetlejuice is right. Police say they received reports of two strange and unusual incidents from the East Corinth filming site. East Corinth being where, Sean?
Oh, that's right there. Yeah. That's
right there where you were born.
Vermont?
Vermont.
Yeah, never heard of it.
Included the theft of the large skeletal statue and a lamppost with a distinctive pumpkin decoration on top of it. I recognize the statue in 2 seconds. If you pull it up, it's the one that has like all the claws around it, and then somebody...
They just left it out there and somebody stole it?
It's 150 pounds. I'm sure they were like, no one's going to steal this, and yet somebody did. We tried saying the name of the stolen statue 3 times, but it didn't come back, said the Vermont State Police.
Okay, is this thing right here like it's creepy looking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember that from the movie?
I don't, but I would know that it was something from a movie probably, just because it's very weird
Is that
looking.
like one of the art pieces that the mom made or something?
But then it came to life.
Yeah.
Just after midnight on July 14th, security personnel told police an older model GMC pickup truck
Oh, yeah, brother.
drove up to the lamppost, removed its base, drove off with it. Movie staff then confirmed on Monday that the thieves had struck again and the statue had been taken 150 pounds in that old GMC.
That's a weird move because you can't just go sell that somewhere now because they know that
Yeah,
the
you put it in your
prop is
house.
stolen. Yeah, you just have to put it up in your house and be like, this is my secret thing that I have.
Check that out. Recognize that?
Look at that. It's from Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice, baby.
No secret here, but the father of Chet Hanks is Tom.
Tom Hanks.
And Chet Hanks,
Respectable guy.
yeah.
Well loved.
He is now part of the promotional team for Sound of Freedom.
Oh, is he really?
Well, he's just been promoting it a lot.
It's like
A
I'm
Christian
surprised
thriller?
and not.
Mm-hmm.
In his Instagram story over the weekend, he suggested everyone flock to see the controversial film about the anti-trafficking activist. Everyone should go, and I'm direct quoting, everyone should go see The Sound of Freedom, end quote.
You think that everybody should go see it? Is that what you're saying? Or?
That was Chet
Oh,
Hanks.
okay.
I don't care what you
Okay.
go watch. Except Barbie movie, love that. It blows my mind that it took an independent film for the facts of what's going on in the world to be revealed, because you definitely won't see it in any of our media, which is raising a little bit of eyebrows.
Is that true, though? Hasn't there been like all kinds of stories about how this movie has made a bunch of money?
I think Jim Caviezel's been all over the place.
Yeah, the thing I don't
The
understand
left
is
doesn't want us to make money.
when you want to complain that there's censorship going on, it has to be pretty clear that there's somebody trying to cover this stuff up. But time after time, I see stories about like, hey, this low-budget movie is doing very well. This movie is bringing attention to this. If you Google News... Sound of, what's it called? Sound of Freedom?
Yeah.
If you put that in Google News, you're going to find an insane amount of articles about it.
Now, what's funny and a little bit of tie-in here, because anyone can watch it, doesn't matter your political leanings, but we're honest here, there are some big fans of Sound of Freedom that are also big fans of QAnon.
Mm-hmm.
And QAnon conspiracy theorists are big fans of calling Chet Hanks' father, Tom Hanks, a pedophile from Hollywood who sucks the blood out of babies.
Okay.
So Thanksgiving might be a little weird, but there you have it. Others point to the baseless claims made by minor Vanderpump Rules star turned vocal Q follower Isaac Cappy, as you guys remember.
I love Isaac, the cap dog.
And
He's no Scandival.
no, he's not. By the way, hot take, kind of over all the endorsements Ariana's getting.
Oh, really?
I don't want to dive
Right?
into it.
You're good as
I
gold.
will say that people are diving into their bank accounts in order to get to eBay and purchase all the memorabilia
Oh, from Barbie,
from
yeah.
Barbie, including the impression of Michael Cera's character. You remember? Oh, you didn't watch
No,
it?
I didn't see it yet.
Oh, he plays Ken's friend,
Mhm.
the one doll that was made years ago named Alan.
Oh, yeah.
Alan!
The Alan character is turning out to be a fan fave since the movie's release, and now people are running to eBay and spending lots of money on this one doll that rolled out in 1964.
I've seen this before.
Despite his newfound Hollywood relevance, Mattel recently announced that it's keeping Allen off store shelves. So all the Allen stands now have to take it to eBay. All the old Allen dolls are going for cheap, $35 to $76 a pop. And then you start to scroll down, the ones that are in better condition, up to $300 and more.
Jesus. Is there anything in the Barbie movie that's a prop that you would say, like, oh, this is going to be a big thing at some point in time?
The whole movie is. Mattel just announced their merchandise that'll be out in September.
Oh, that is
it's
the least surprising thing I've ever heard.
Your Kenergy, or I'm Kenuff, from the Mattel website. A tie-dyed hoodie, T-shirts, baseball hat, mug, sticker, and more.
They're going to make so much money.
And I am, just going to throw it out there. Would love a sweater.
Okay. I'll try to remember that.
Yeah.
Noted.
Cool.
You want to say, if you're a big fan of the Barbie movie, show your support by going over to getskywall.com and getting our latest shirt over there. Or if you're a big fan of The Sound of Freedom, well, then go over to getskywall.com and get your
And
shirt.
if you hate movies, go over to getskywall.com.
Yeah.
Mattel is not stopping there. They have another new live action headed our way for the adults that love nostalgia. Ladies and gentlemen, non-gender conforming. The live action Barney is headed our way.
Oh, God.
But according to one studio executive, it's not going to be for kids.
Barney for adults?
Not for kids.
It's for adults who grew up with the character. Producer Kevin
McAllister.
Yeah. McKeon. He told The New Yorker that the project, which is set to be produced by Mattel and Daniel Kaluuya, known for his starring roles in Get Out and Nope and Black Panther, this new Barney will be surrealistic. This new Barney will be millennial angst.
Oh, good.
Finally. I need to be heard.
It's not R-rated, but it'll focus on some of the trials and tribulations of being 30-something, growing up with Barney, just a level of disenchantment with the generation I am in.
You want to talk about trials and tribulations from Barney? Let's track down that poor little black kid that did the scene where he was pretending to brush his teeth, and then everybody makes fun of him for the rest of his life. Let's focus on that kid, huh?
Or
Redemption
focus on the female fan who caught this man's attention.
Oh, Drake.
Drake is right, and you have to pull this picture up. Apparently, she threw her bra at him at a recent concert, and now making moves after the viral moment to the point where Playboy is ready to sign her.
Yeah.
Just for the size of her bra.
Finally.
21-year-old Veronica Correa. She tossed her 36G bra.
It's a big bra.
Damn! Big old millions! Right on stage during the rapper show at Barclays Center in New York last week, and Drake picked it up, hilariously saying, "Locate this woman immediately." And they did. TMZ spoke to Veronica, gave them the breakdown of the entire night, particularly the bra moment, says Drake already responded to one of her posts, but she hasn't hit him up yet. She's
And
kind of
he said something like, when the bra hit him, he said something like, find the person, whose bra.
Find her immediately.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a big old bra. It really is. So Playboy has done away with its long-running magazines, has switched to an OnlyFans-style business model, and now they want Veronica on there.
They're trying to get some press out of it.
Immediately. By the way, Veronica owns a coffee shop called Cafe La La in Cumberland, Rhode Island.
Good promo for her coffee shop here.
And she's considering renaming a drink after Drake, either the Drizzy Drizzle or straight up the 36G.
36G
After her,
is
I mean, that's a
big.
volleyball.
That's
bigger than a softball.
That's got to be hurting your back, hurting your neck a little
Make
bit.
it iced coffee
I'm
and
making
call it
her a
ice
lot
for
of
what?
money.
I guess so.
Yeah. Great job, Josh.
Thank you.
Boob tube.
All right.
See what I did there?
Uh-huh.
America's Got Talent on NBC, Simon's most memorable auditions. So this is where reality TV starts losing its writers. Watch what happens live with Jim Gaffigan, stand-up special. You guessed it, Jim Gaffigan, Dark Pale on Amazon, and the stand-up special Mark Norman, Soup to Nuts on Netflix. Follow your dreams and me on Instagram at Sabrina Amber. I just posted a new reel, so check it out, share it, like it. Do whatever. Throw your 36G bra at me. But most importantly, stay with me, America.
Smoke weed every day.
Thank you, Sabrina. Michael on YouTube says, aren't bras expensive? Yes.
Okay, Michael, this is not the
the
time to bring that up.
But
Someone
you know-
explain boobs to Michael.
You know what's more expensive
They're
than
cool.
a bra like that, a 36G bra? The amount of press that you get or you would pay for to try to get this much attention for your coffee shop or Playboy throwing money at you, all that stuff. It'll work out in the end for her, I think. When we come back, an update on a story we talked about yesterday, and this is one of the most unexpected updates, I think, ever on the show. But here we are. Maybe they're finally listening. What's going on? It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your shot at $1,000 is next. Brought to you locally by Mills Air. If you want a shot at $5,000, make sure you're listening to us on our free iHeartRadio app.
Travel with caution. Authorities are clearing up an accident on Sand Lake Road heading westbound at Dr. Phillips Boulevard. There's an accident causing heavy delays on Tap Vineland Road heading westbound at Orange Blossom Trail. You can expect delays due to an accident on Goldenrod Road heading southbound at State Road 408. There's slowdowns on I-4 eastbound between Osceola Parkway and after State Road 535. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Fresh from Florida.
Hey shoppers, this is your local farmer letting you know that Florida watermelon is in season right now. Look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo while you shop. We're going to need a lot more help at checkout.
From the Florida Department of Agriculture.
Are you ready to put some cash in your pocket? Because Real Radio is giving you a chance to win $1,000 by putting $1,000 in your hand. You know the deal with our national contest. We'll give you a keyword at the top of every hour from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And all you have to do is enter it on our website at realradio.fm for your chance to win. With 13 chances every weekday, you'll have plenty of opportunities to win $1,000 in your hand. But there is a catch, because there's always a catch. Right. If you get a call, you need to answer your phone. That's right. The key to winning is picking up your phone when we call. So don't send us to voicemail. This contest brought to you locally by Mills Air.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Attention, your money is now controlled by the U.S. government.
Picture a world where your every purchase is monitored, tracked, and controlled by those in power to suppress the freedoms of those they see fit. Hi, my name is Jason Hansen. I'm a former CIA officer and New York Times bestselling author. And right now, I've become very focused on the impending rollout of the central bank digital currency. This is not a work of fiction. It's a terrifying reality looming on the horizon. But there is a bit of good news. I've partnered with Advantage Gold to offer you a solution. They are specialists in converting your traditional assets, like those inside an IRA or 401k, into tangible assets such as physical gold and silver. Don't allow your money to be controlled. Claim your free gold protection kit from Advantage Gold. Call 800-900-8000, 800-900-8000. That's 800-900-8000.
Advantage Gold is not an investment advisor or a tax advisor.
Call 800-900-8000.
Have you noticed that solar panels are popping up everywhere? You never know who's going to have solar next, and here's a thought, it could be you. Utility rates keep going up, and now is a great time to save big with Solar Source. Solar Source has been getting the job done in Central Florida for almost 40 years, and right now, Monster fans get special access to their new AI-powered tool that can get you an estimate in 1 minute or less. Visit solarsource.com/monsters for an instant quote.
Attention business owners. Was your company impacted during COVID? If you had W-2 employees during 2020 and 2021, you may be entitled for up to $26,000 per employee through the Employee Retention Credit Program. This is not alone. The IRS paid back billions already. We've helped thousands of businesses just like yours. So let us help you. At ERC Business Solutions, we make it simple. We do it all for you, so you won't have to worry about the complex application process. There's absolutely no risk. If you don't get paid, we don't get paid. Most businesses do qualify, even those with no decline in revenues or those that already got PPP. Discover how much you can claim. There's no cost or obligation. Call now, 800-200-2250. That's 800-200-2250. Get up to $26,000 per employee. Call 800-200-2250. 800-200-2250.
Just call up, just call up, just call
Mo DeWitt, Office, Orlando. Sung by a non-attorney spokesperson.
Wells Fargo lets you know where you stand with your FICO credit score. What if you knew where you stood with everything? Like your kids' friends.
Hey, boys. How do cows stay informed?
Dad, don't.
They read the Moo paper.
Mr. Otis, you're the funniest.
It's good to know where you stand. And when it comes to your FICO credit score, you can with a Wells Fargo account.
Visit wellsfargo.com/getfico to learn more. Terms and conditions apply. FICO is a registered trademark of Fair Isaac Corporation in the United States and other countries. Wells Fargo Bank N.A., member FDIC.
If you're hiring, it can feel like you're trying to find a needle in a haystack. You can hope the right person comes along, or you can just use ZipRecruiter. And now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. In fact, ZipRecruiter has helped a lot of business owners find their needle in a haystack, like Marco, president of operations at Telly Tires and Auto Centers. Because Telly Tires has grown a lot in the last few years, Marco needed to hire everyone from a receptionist to a store manager to a head mechanic.
ZipRecruiter helps me find all the right people, even the most difficult jobs to fill. ZipRecruiter helps me keep my business running.
Take it from Marco and millions of other businesses who've used ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter can help you find the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/RADIO. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
Are your health insurance premiums making you sick? Did you go with one of those high-deductible, limited-network Obamacare plans? Well, you're not stuck with it. Or did you go with a health plan outside of the marketplace that's costing you an arm and a leg? There are better options. The folks at USABG Florida offer plans where you only meet a deductible if you go into a hospital. You pick your doctors, and it's 30 to 60% lower than most other plans. If you pay for your own health insurance, you're uninsured, you're on COBRA, or your employer coverage is just too expensive, you need to talk to an expert. Call USABG Florida at 321-380-4540. That's 321-380-4540. Or go to USABGFlorida.com. That's USABGFlorida.com. They can customize a plan chosen and managed by you, not the government. Don't let your health insurance premiums keep making you sick. Call USABG Florida today at 321-380-4540 or USABGFlorida.com.
The podcast Outlaws, The Good Thief tells the story of the Robin Hood of Greece. Follow this fugitive's trail from Athens to mountain hideouts and discover how this bank robber who shares money with the poor has stolen the hearts of the Greek people.
They say Paleokostas has given a lot of money to poor people.
Like, he'd steal a car from a village and return it with a bag of cash on the seat.
Listen to Outlaws, The Good Thief on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by crimeline.org. Give a tip anonymously.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you deserve better. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, credit. 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 That's credit. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
They better get all of their dog stuff together and get the hell out of the White House because there's yet another
Major
report.
did it again?
I think the Major got kicked out, right? Was Major the original one that was the president's dog that was biting everybody?
I believe bit a staff member. I don't know if that they removed the dog.
Well, now they said Commander. It says Commander who replaced Major at the White House. There's this story from the Associated Press, and it says Biden's dog Commander has bitten Secret Service officers 10 times in the last 4 months, records show. This dog is just bite crazy, I guess. And it said President Joe Biden's dog Commander bit Secret Service officers at least 10 times between October 2022 and January, including one incident that required a trip to the hospital for an injured law enforcement officer, according to records from the Department of Homeland Security. This was your
stop
dog?
petting the dog.
If this was your dog, it'd be shot. It'd be done with already. They'd have shot this damn thing. But the president's dog, you can't do that. You don't do that to him.
But that also maybe like put it in some training.
Yeah, put it in some training or send it back where you sent the other dog. If your dogs are biting everybody, like,
there's a lot of rooms in the White House. Maybe just leave it in that one.
Yeah, I guess they just let these dogs kind of roam around a little bit. And the White House is on the defensive. They're having to run PR for the dogs. They said the White House complex is a unique and often stressful environment for family pets.
Right.
Well, then let's take the dog out of the White House.
I mean, Obama's dogs never did that.
It's biting everything. It's like when I got bit by a dog. Tragic story. Truly debilitating to me when I consider what happened.
I think I have a clip of that.
It was a standard poodle, like a big tall poodle.
Oh, they're mean.
And this thing was not having it. I was leaning over to pick up some water bottles on my water job, and the dog bit me right on the ass cheek. And I mean, like full on biting, like pulled for a second. And I go, oh my God. I did a noise kind of like the sound effect. And as I did that, I'll never forget, I turned around and the owner was like, yeah, he'll get you like that sometimes. And I'm like, what, dude? Your dog just bit me. I mean, if your dog is biting people, if you're a responsible dog owner, you need to make sure that's not happening anymore. They said they're working through ways to make this situation better for everyone. They've been partnering with the Secret Service and executive resident staff on additional leashing protocols and training, as well as establishing designated areas for Commander to run and exercise. Now, all these dogs that the Bidens have, I believe, are German Shepherds, I think. And
yes, we are.
I had a friend who had a German Shepherd. I didn't think, and correct me if you know about the breed, I didn't think they were like super prone to biting or anything. Just as a breed goes.
They are stubborn, though.
Are they? They can be smart. I know that. You
Very.
know? They can learn all kinds of stuff. That's why the police work with them. According to the Secret Service, each incident reference was treated similarly to comparable workplace injuries with relevant notifications, blah, 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 blah. And they said they're working on trying to do this. But that's 10 bites in a handful of months. And then Major was biting people. There ain't an ass in the Secret Service that hasn't been bit by the president's dogs at this
I feel
point.
like it's part of the hazing.
Maybe, yeah. It's like it's how you get on
That and
board.
the cocaine.
Yeah, maybe that's why they need cocaine. These guys are like, Jesus, our job is playing with this vicious dog all day.
Bite me.
At least if we're high as hell, we don't have to worry about that. I don't know if that's what they're thinking, but I know these dogs are bite crazy. Commander is the latest to be in these news stories. Before we get to you and your dispatches, an update on a story that we talked about yesterday on the show. Finally, we get some good news here. That woman who was working at Lowe's, the 68-year-old woman, who her giant crime was to put her hand on the shopping cart of some people who were stealing about $2,000 worth of merchandise. She has been given her job back.
Oh, good.
They gave it back to her.
By Lowe's.
She worked at this place for 13 years before they fired her for, I don't know, just trying to do the slightest of things to stop somebody from stealing merchandise. And I am really happy that they did this. I hope other companies will see this. The idea that we have a situation where the bad guys are winning is not a good outcome. I don't care if you say it's about insurance, it's about the safety of our employees. The idea that someone comes in, robs a store, and somebody puts a hand on their cart to maybe go, hey, well, what are you doing here? Did
Can
you
I see
pay
your
for this?
receipt?
Yeah, give me a receipt for this. And the smallest little interaction that they may have with these people. Then you fire that person is a terrible message, a terrible precedent to set.
But how awkward is it that you get fired from the job, make national news? Sorry,
Then you come back?
Like, what's your first day like? Everyone like using kids' gloves with you,
Dog
or
hands
you get a
full.
raise?
Yeah, I'm
Who
sure.
let this gal in here?
I'm sure there's some conversations going on. But they said they rethought this, and they've asked her to take the job back. And she got punched, you'll remember, 3 times in the face with a black eye and all kinds of other stuff that she got from this.
Black eye.
Black eye, yeah. No, I did not mean that with a black guy. A black eye and a swollen face from the 3 punches she got. but she was fired after 13 years of the job, and they finally gave her a job back, or they quickly, I guess, gave her a job back here. That is great. We want to see more of that from these places. We do not want the bad guys to win all these situations. You need to have...
I mean, the bad guys still got all that free stuff.
Yeah, but like, what a double win from them. They're like, now if somebody knows if they even try to stop us on the way out, that they're the ones who are going to get in trouble. We're not going to get in trouble at all, and they're going to get in trouble.
Ooh.
We can't do that. We need to have some law and order in this country. You see what happens when we don't have that. We need that, and good God, I know this is anecdotal, but good God, do we need more help with people who are strung out on God knows what. I can't tell you how many videos I see. I'm inundated with these videos. Somebody walking down the street.
Oh, the zombie walk.
And the zombie people who are just like dangling their arms and stuff.
But I'm also kind of impressed.
That they can stay upright?
That
I don't
because
understand.
the lower half of their body is fully up, but they can be in a full, like, backwards dip.
I don't understand it. But
and still stay up.
There's so many of these cities where there's a part of the neighborhood, and you go through there, and I don't know if it's trank or if it's fentanyl or if what drug it is, but we're not doing anybody, not one human being, a favor by looking at that and saying, this is okay. By looking at that and saying these zombie drugged out people on the sidewalk, if we just let them be, that is some kind of, emotionally proper response to the moment. No, you have to do something. You have to help these people. Sometimes that involves sending their asses to jail. Sometimes it involves having some programs together that you can put them in and make sure that they're not just openly doing this. Man, it is just so sad to see that. All right, to Yes, a Doctor Listens, talking about German Shepherds, like old Commander at the White House.
Hey guys, I have two German Shepherds, brother and sister. Unfortunately, one of them passed away not long ago from a seizure disorder. However, 10 years old, they have never bit anybody. They're protective when they need to be, but again, they're not a breed that tends to bite people unless they're trained to, usually.
That's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought the case was. BDMXCon on Twitch says, let your employees be armed. I swear to God, Josh, can you look this up? Because I don't want to be spreading fake news.
Okay.
I don't want to step into that. I thought I saw a story that said in some county or something where they were offering for teachers to be armed if they wanted to, that the teachers would get like a $35,000 pay bump if they
to have a gun on them.
If they would have the gun, see if that's right, Josh.
To pay for the legal fees of shooting a student that bothers you.
I don't know what the hell the reasoning was for, but to me it seems like, hey, what teacher's not going to want to do this if you get 35 grand more a year?
A Texas bill proposed up to $25,000.
25
for armed school sentinels.
So if somebody
That's
at the
extra.
school that is extra on top of their teaching,
yeah.
So you get a $25,000 pay bump if you're the teacher who has the gun and starts firing away on these people. Well, no, it just has the gun. You don't have to fire away.
I'd carry a gun for 25
Yeah, I would too. Even if I was politically against it or something, I'd be like...
But I'm just like shaking it. I'm holding it up like a dirty tissue.
I'd take the gun and I'd put it on me, and then I'd be like, all right, I don't have any intentions on using this, but I sure as hell want $25,000 extra a year.
I might get bored and start spinning it in the middle.
Right. Like that famous viral video of the police officer with the gun in the classroom. You've seen that? And he's like, look.
Teaching gun safety.
And he's like, look, you guys can't have this. I'm a professional. That's why I can have the gun in the classroom.
Pow!
He shoots off a round through his foot like a jackass.
It's fine.
Here's the lovely Lolita. And it says, I love you, Sean, and this is not bait. We'll see. We'll see.
Sean, if you were into fat, middle-aged white women with a good job at a limited education, I would be jumping all over you right now. I share your views on everything from religion to politics to celebrities.
You sure about that?
And today when you started talking about Carlee who faked her kidnapping, I had an idea in my head, my opinion, and you stated the exact same thought in my head.
I'm
a little more eloquently.
Love connection.
Oh my God, I just love you so much. And by the way, I am a 38E, so, and bras are very expensive. Love you all. Bye.
That was sweet.
That was
so nice.
That was before the B segment, I think. Though.
Right,
So
right.
she might leave a follow-up dispatch and just goes, never mind.
I thought you was a man.
What was that?
Be all over it.
Here's Tickle Tesla.
That pillow talk's going to be something else.
Tickle Tesla game.
Hey, what up, junkies? I'm sure that y'all know
My
the
cousin
game
Mose.
Punch Buggy, whatever color. Well, I kind of developed one called Tickle Tesla, whatever color.
All right.
It's pretty fun, especially for those that hate being tickled. Or if you like, you could go the hardcore route, which is T-word Twister Tesla. And that there's
Tickle Tesla!
Oh, God dang it.
Tickle.
Either way, you get the point there.
Literally have a stand-up joke exactly like that. Go to my show, dude?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Tickle Tesla is in your stand-up routine?
Yeah, it's part of...
Wait. Is it Tickle Tesla or the T-Twister Tesla?
Twister, and then I go murder Maserati.
Oh.
I mean, there's a whole setup for it. It's just weird how you nailed it exactly.
Well, my cousin Mose, fess up. Have you been to her stand-up? Is that where you got this from? We'll see if we get a response.
I got plenty of time until Mo Comedy Jam to come up with some new material.
Here's Main 420 with a dispatch.
What up, Sean? C. Lane and the ever so beautiful Sabrina.
Hey.
Just want to chime in. It's Main 420 here from Bangor, Maine.
I'm going to be single forever.
Haven't chimed in for a while. Just want to say a quick hi and let you know I'm still alive.
Hey.
Great concert going on tonight. It's Godsmack Stained and Mixmaster Mike from the Beastie Boys.
Wow.
Anyways, y'all stay cool down there. Wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop.
That concert lineup is like a time capsule.
Josh, there's a list right there on C Lane's desk of listeners we want to make sure are still alive. So if we could put a check mark by.
Yeah, why would we think you died?
Main 420, we're good.
Yep, he's alive still. All right, last one for now. Here's Choo Choo Charlie.
What's up, guys? This is Choo Choo Charlie, your resident gay truck driver. Yeah, we do exist. Anyways, today's my 31st birthday, and I was
Happy
hoping
birthday,
maybe
buddy.
tomorrow if Sabrina could pick me for a Fritz on the street. It'd be really cool to get a magnet. Anyways, that's it, and
Remember
have
how
a good day.
Strategy. Good strategy.
I have no
there.
problem picking. It's just like, have you listened to the last couple of Fritz on the Streets?
Well, it's your time. It's your
What's his name?
time to shine. Choo Choo Charlie. Yeah, he's
Gay trucker.
Resident gay trucker. All right, thank you for that. We got more of these coming in. We want to hear from you. I don't think you got to the Rock story earlier, did you?
I did not.
Okay, we'll talk about what the Rock has done, and this is pretty crazy situation that he found himself in. And then if you still have the story about that movie deal, because I saw that, but I don't have it in front of me here.
I got you, dog.
We'll get into all of that and get very rock-centric. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Something on your mind? Text us at 77031. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Watch out for slowdowns due to an accident on Sand Lake Road heading westbound at Dr. Phillips Boulevard. You can expect heavy delays due to an accident on Tap Vineland Road heading westbound at Orange Blossom Trail. There's an accident on the eastbound ramps from Narcoossee Road northbound to the beach line. Travel with caution. You can expect delays on I-4 eastbound before Osceola Polk Line Road. To State Road 429, see traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Fresh from Florida.
Hey shoppers, this is your local farmer letting you know that Florida watermelon is in season right now. Look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo while you shop. We're going to need a lot more help at checkout.
From the Florida Department of Agriculture.
Attention business owners. Was your company impacted during COVID? If you had W-2 employees during 2020 and 2021, you may be entitled for up to $26,000 per employee through the Employee Retention Credit Program. This is not alone. The IRS paid back billions already. We've helped thousands of businesses just like yours. So let us help you. At ERC Business Solutions, we make it simple. We do it all for you, so you won't have to worry about the complex application process. There's absolutely no risk. If you don't get paid, we don't get paid. Most businesses do qualify, even those with no decline in revenues or those that already got PPP. Discover how much you can claim. There's no cost or obligation. Call now, 800-200-2250. That's 800-200-2250. Get up to $26,000 per employee. Call 800-200-2250. 800-200-2250.
The podcast Outlaws, The Good Thief tells the story of the Robin Hood of Greece. Follow this fugitive's trail from Athens to mountain hideouts and discover how this bank robber who shares money with the poor has stolen the hearts of the Greek people.
They say Paleokostas has given a lot of money to poor people.
Like, he'd steal a car from a village and return it with a bag of cash on the seat.
Listen to Outlaws, The Good Thief on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Summer's almost here. Time to get swimsuit ready for the pool parties and beach vacations. And for the confidence to look your very best, get RM3 from Red Mountain Weight Loss. RM3 works on your belly, hips, and thighs, attacking unhealthy fat and reshaping your body, all while helping you lose up to 20 pounds or more per month. There's simply no faster way to get swimsuit ready than with RM3. It's safe and effective for men and women, and it's all natural, so it won't make you nervous or jittery. RM3 helps overcome issues that cause weight gain, like a slowing metabolism, hormone imbalance, or menopause. This patented medication is available only by prescription, and you can only get it at Red Mountain Weight Loss. So trust the experts at Red Mountain Weight Loss for programs that are doctor supervised and highly successful. Lose weight and look great just in time for summer with RM3. Dial pound 250 from your cell phone right now and use the keyword Red Mountain Weight Loss. That's pound 250 keyword Red Mountain Weight Loss.
It's a beautiful day at the grocery store. The shopper is rounding the end cap. Uh-oh, looks like there's some spilled tomato sauce. Here comes the slide. Oh,
that's going to leave a mark, Bob.
Talk about a curveball.
Clean up on aisle 5.
At Morgan & Morgan, we know injuries can come out of left field. As America's largest injury law firm, we've recovered over $15 billion for our clients. If you've been injured in an accident, call Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
If you're hiring, it can feel like you're trying to find a needle in a haystack. You can hope the right person comes along, or you can just use ZipRecruiter. And now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. In fact, ZipRecruiter has helped a lot of business owners find their needle in a haystack, like Marco, president of operations at Telly Tires and Auto Centers. Because Telly Tires has grown a lot in the last few years, Marco needed to hire everyone from a receptionist to a store manager to a head mechanic.
ZipRecruiter helps me find all the right people, even the most difficult jobs to fill. ZipRecruiter helps me keep my business running.
Take it from Marco and millions of other businesses who've used ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter can help you find the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/RADIO. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
Try all the Dunkin' Refreshers, iced coffees, cold brews, and lattes. Dunkin' Iced. America runs on Dunkin'.
Your doorbell camera is just that, a camera, not a security system. Get SafeTouch Security during their buy one, get one free sale. No one beats their technology or price. See for yourself. Visit safetouch.com. Remember, crooks know to stay away from SafeTouch houses. State license EF233.
This earful of Rail Radio is sponsored by RC Hill Mitsubishi, Highway 1792 in DeLand.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Credit. 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 That's credit. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
Radio. Real Radio. 104.1.
To dispatches from the newsjunkie.com. Go over there. Join us on the show. What's on your mind? What do you think about what we're talking about? What do you want to talk about? All of that is fine. Anything allowed. Go to the newsjunkie.com and record a dispatch now. It is going to be the summer of sex, my friend. I see this happening.
All right.
Maybe the fall and winter of sex, too. It's just, when I see stories like this, I go, why isn't anybody celebrating with me? Why is nobody...
You want us to celebrate sex with you?
I do. And I'll tell you why.
That's a hard no for me.
One
You
thing...
won't even hold hands.
Well, celebrating sex doesn't involve having sex. It's like, guys, there's some amazing stuff happening here, and nobody seems really excited about it. First things first, the idea that AIDS is basically a non-starter anymore is an unbelievable achievement that people just kind of gloss over.
Considering how many people it killed?
Yes.
Absolutely.
And now with PrEP and with these other things, now there are people, I saw a study on this the other day. There are people who have HIV and who are taking PrEP and taking some other things, and their viral load, gets so low that they say there's actually no risk of transmission for that person. So they have so little of the virus in their system that they're actually not posing a threat to somebody else.
It's impressive.
That's wild. That is wild stuff. And now this is why I'm saying summer of sex has arrived, friends. This is absolutely insane. They say for the past decade, people have been able to have unprotected sex with a low risk of contracting HIV thanks to daily pills known as PrEP or pre-exposure prophylaxis. But they were still susceptible to bacterial bugs, including the recent spike in syphilis, gonorrhea, and chlamydia. Until now, though, all right? Until now. Recent studies show the antibiotic doxycycline taken after sexual encounters works as a post-exposure prophylaxis to prevent those infections. Now, they're worried about unintended consequences because they think people are just going to go sex wild on this and then not check themselves out. But they're saying if you take this pill that they have, even after you've had sex with somebody who has an STD, it will block it. You won't get it. You can be just out there roaming the world, barebacking it up, doing all the things.
I don't know, man.
It sounds too good to be true.
It sounds awful.
They're saying it's true.
Like, it sounds great. Everyone, I think there's a reason to it. Mostly convenience, and then maybe feels a little bit better. But nothing is worse than getting like that next couple days, having to go to the doctor and realize what you did.
Right.
But you're better off safe than sorry.
They're saying if you take this pill right after you do it or the day after you do it, you actually wouldn't get it even if the person had that STD. The problem is, if you tell everybody, look, these things, they're a problem of the past. Free love. Get out there, find somebody, and just put it in. And you get that message out there. They think that we may actually see, if there's too many people having unprotected sex, we may actually see a rise in new STDs. And then you have all sorts of different problems.
Cool. New disease just dropped.
You don't want that. That's not good news right there. But that is pretty crazy. DJ Rage says blocks everything like genital warts or HPV. They don't mention HPV or genital warts. They only mention syphilis, gonorrhea, and chlamydia.
Because those are bacterial.
Yeah. They say bacterial bugs can be stopped by this. And this is something that they've been working on for quite some time. A new way to avoid getting STDs without wearing a condom. Pretty insane.
Is there like a
stuff that's happened there?
At-home test? You could just bring it along with you, and then, I don't know.
You send it in somewhere.
During
usually.
foreplay, you 10 minutes later check to see if they have any of the things before you continue.
I don't know.
Quick swab.
I know on Amazon there's a lot now of these at-home tests where you do something and then you send it in. But at least for guys, as far as I know, when you're doing that kind of testing, sometimes they have to like do a swab.
Like what is it? The Sandbox. That viral clip along the lines of Lemon Party.
I have not seen
Sandbox
this.
Kid or something like that.
Well, what is Sandbox Kid taking the thing and putting in the thing?
Yeah, but it was a bigger thing.
Yeah.
In the thing.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like that. So I don't know what they've done in terms of advancements in that world, but there's some other stuff going on that's absolutely crazy. Speaking
Also,
of,
just get yourself checked, people.
it's always a good idea.
Or else.
Speaking of that, The Rock is a very, very well-liked guy. And he's worth an estimated $1.2 billion.
Damn!
He's done something that is way harder than most people think it is, and that is successfully started an alcohol line, an alcohol brand. He has Terramana. It's a tequila that The Rock has.
Yeah.
It is hard to enter a marketplace like that, even if you're as famous as The Rock is.
Is it, though? Because I feel like all these celebrities have alcohol.
They try it, but how many Casamigos stories do we have?
Clooney was the one that started that trend mostly.
He was bigly successful, as they say. Or the aviation gin with Ryan What's-His-Face.
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds. He's been very successful with that. The Rock has been very successful with his tequila. And also, he makes some money from those movies as well. And he's decided to give back a little bit. They said that he made a donation for all these striking SAG-AFTRA people, which will provide relief to the union's 160,000 members as they continue the strike. They're not mentioning how much, but they said it's the largest single donation, the one from The Rock, that they've ever received from one individual at one time.
7 figures, they're saying.
Yeah,
at
7
least.
figures. And they said what's amazing is that one check is going to help thousands of actors keep food on their table, keep their kids safe, and keep their cars running. It's not lost on me that he's very humble about this, but it's a way to get us started.
What's interesting about this foundation, the SAG-AFTRA Foundation, it's not associated or a nonprofit organization associated with the union, but not part of it.
Right. It's separate
So,
from they're not doing the negotiations. They're not doing that kind of stuff. But they do help out the people who are union members.
I think I have an idea where he got this 7-figure donation from.
Right.
And that is his big Christmas movie coming up.
Oh, yeah. This is the biggest single paycheck for an actor of all time, I think.
Ever?
Yeah.
Amazon Prime Video's festive action comedy Red One, alongside Chris Evans, J.K. Simmons, Lucy Liu, Nick Kroll, and more. And according to Puck, The Rock is going to receive $50 million.
Jesus.
For an
50
Amazon
million.
Prime movie.
Yeah, they're spending
That's not
a
even in the
lot.
theaters.
No, $50 million for a Christmas movie with The Rock because they believe in it.
They also named the other, the records that he beat. Are you familiar with who? It was Robert Downey Jr., who got $40
Iron
million
Man?
for Captain America Civil War. So
Okay.
I don't even think he was that
That
big of a role in that.
Yeah, he wasn't even the titular character.
And then Will Smith and King Richard, I guess, was right after that.
What?
Single highest fee for a single
tennis
actor.
movie?
I've never even seen. Oh, that's the one about the Williams sisters.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I haven't seen that.
So there you have it.
Jesus, man, they are.
So you
throwing
just take
around
out a
that.
little chunk of $50 million and donate it to SAG-AFTRA.
You know what though? I find it nice. There's a lot of charities out there that aren't what they're cracked up to be, and sometimes people think they're doing the right thing. I have charities that I necessarily I don't give money to. I don't really support. That they're popular ones too. Like Susan G. Komen, I think spends way too much money suing people for the Cure stuff.
More like Sue and G. Combs.
They're going after other charities. I find that to be repulsive. I don't want my money going for you to fight for your trademarks. It's so dumb. You're a charity. You're a charity. You should want everybody to be successful in what they're doing if they're also charities. So I don't like that one. I've read some very bad things about Locks of Love, as sweet as that seems as a concept. But if you have an organization you can give money to, like The Rock did here, this is the best kind of way to give back, because you have all these people who aren't getting paid right now, and it's like a stimulus for them, basically. They go, here you go, thanks to The Rock. Here's a big paycheck
Keep
for
on
you.
picketing.
Yeah, and you get some more time, get some food on the table for your family, and I think it's a good thing. I like him. I think he's pretty likable.
Oh, by the way, him running for president completely off the table now.
Yeah, he's not doing that.
He made that announcement.
Real smart move on his part, because there's no winning that one. He's also into fishing too. I don't know if you follow him on Instagram, but he's always posting himself reeling in a bass. But I say it's not what it appears to be, because The Rock is mega rich. So The Rock just stocks his pond with all the big fish and then throws the lure in there and catches them like he's doing
probably
something.
right.
That makes sense.
It's cheating. It's cheating. He's sidestepping things.
It still takes some skill.
A little bit. All right, when we come back, Jury Duty is coming up next, plus a whole lot more to get into as we roll on a lovely Share the Show Tuesday. Back in just a moment with that on the News Junkie.
This is Real Radio 104.1 on your phone with the iHeartRadio app and on hundreds of devices like Alexa, Google Home, Xbox, and Sonos. We are an iHeartRadio station.
This is Doug Gottlieb. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by LASIK Plus.
Justin Thomas has been nicknamed Captain America due to his great performances for Team USA over the years. Thomas ranks 75th in FedEx Cup points after missing the cut in 3 of the 4 majors this year. And with the top 6 spots out of reach, players like Jordan Spieth, Colin Morikawa, and Ricky Fowler all performing at a higher level. Captain America may be staying in America while USA tries to win the Ryder Cup in Rome. I'm Dan Patrick.
Do it. Take the first step towards LASIK and score a great deal at LASIK Plus today. Right now at LASIK Plus, get 20% off LASIK in August. That can be over $900 off when treating both eyes, plus guaranteed financing. Visit mylasicoffer.com for details.
With the Autio app riding shotgun, every road trip is an adventure.
Autio is my traveling companion. It's educational, entertaining, funny. It makes the drive come to life.
The Autio app automatically plays you stories about the natural wonders, local legends, and fascinating histories outside your car window, with over 10,000 unique stories from coast to coast.
I've learned more about my hometown from the Autio app than I did growing up here.
Autio, the perfect companion for your next road trip. Learn more at autio.com.
Could you use monthly payments to help meet basic needs, like putting food on the table, paying the rent, or buying new shoes for growing feet? Find out about Supplemental Security Income. You may qualify if your income and financial resources are low and you are 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability or who is blind. Call 1-800-772-1213 or go to ssa.gov/SSI. Produced by Social Security at U.S. taxpayer expense.
At Consumer Cellular, you get the same exact coverage as the largest carriers for up to half the cost. Same thing, up to half the cost. Less money for the exact same thing. Hope this is clear enough. Consumer Cellular, when freedom calls, they're here to answer. Switch today and get a second month of service for free. Go to consumercellular.com/free month and enter promo code free month. Half the cost savings based on cost of Consumer Cellular single line 5 GB data plan and unlimited talk and text compared to lowest cost single line postpaid unlimited talk, text, and data plans offered by T-Mobile and Verizon May 2023. Promotion subject to terms and conditions.
Attorney Joe Cordell. Divorce forces a father to focus on what's most important, his children. In the divorce process, this comes down to 3 key concerns: physical custody, decision-making, as well as financial support. Each of these is important, and it's important that you choose a lawyer that cares as much about these issues as you do. Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Orlando area attorneys. Office in Orlando. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. CordellCordell.com.
Did you suffer through 2022 with a terrible bathroom? You wanted to make that call to Rebath in Mid-Florida. You just couldn't do it. Well, make 2023 the year that you finally do pick up that phone and let these guys show you what they can do. And what they can do is amazing. Take a bathroom that you hate, it's old, it's out of date, doesn't look great, doesn't really complement your home, and turn that into a magical spa-like environment that you begin or end every day in, and it makes you super happy. Here's the great thing. They do this with their employees. They do it in just 4 to 6 days, and they give you a lifetime guarantee on the products and the install. And guys, these products are simply amazing. Natural stone, travertine marble, all those beautiful colors. But it's the quality of the products that you've got to feel when you go to the showroom. 436 up in Altamont, right across from Kobe. Stop in, feel that quality, picture that in your house. That can happen. They're exceptionally good at it. Let them design a bathroom that you are going to love using their products, your ideas, their ideas. And next thing you know, their craftsmen will have it installed and you will love it. 2023 is the year that you get a new bathroom courtesy of Rebath, midfla.com.
Be rewarded today. Donate life-saving plasma at Biomat Plasma. Your plasma can save lives, and you'll earn up to $400 in just 4 donations. Donating plasma is quick, easy, and worthwhile. Donate today at Biomat Plasma, 2501 Discovery Drive in East Orlando. Learn more at grifflesplasma.com.
Take control of your health and your wallet at healthfinder.fl.gov. Your one-stop shop to compare medical facilities in your area. From copays to x-rays, asthma treatment, and ultrasounds, healthfinder.fl.gov gives you a straight answer on cost and lets you compare against providers. Choose wisely. Live healthy at healthfinder.fl.gov. Paid for by the Agency for Healthcare Administration.
You can always count on a classic. It's timeless and tastefully legendary. That's the truth behind the Troppy Chop. Often imitated, too delicious to be duplicated. The sauce just won't taste the same. But to really stand out, you gotta stay fresh and move to the beat of your own bowl. The Troppy Chop, only at Pollo Tropical. A classic that never goes out of style.
Here's something you've never heard before.
Stop.
This is Simply Safe.
Introducing 24/7 Lifeguard Protection, only from Simply Safe Home Security. Now, monitoring agents can see and speak to intruders through our new indoor camera to help stop crime in real time and for fast police response. Get 20% off any new system with Fast Protect monitoring at simplysafe.com/radio. Advanced home security, 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Want to make your summer more exciting? Right now, sign up for a ViStar Rewards credit card and get up to 3 points for each dollar spent. Plus, check out the exciting new limited time offer where you could win big. Visit ViStarCU.org/summer to learn more.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
If Twitter is imploding, we're going along for the ride. Join us at Real Radio 1041 on Twitter, powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 104.1.
Jury duty in just a moment. And an emailer with a question for Mo will go over and then ask Moses. You can always send those over to me as well if you want at tips@thenewsjunkie.com. Quick old man rant, if you don't mind, because there's a lot of stuff that people aren't noticing, I think, that's getting more and more expensive, and we got to fight back on this somehow, some way. And one thing that's getting more and more expensive, beyond the concert ticket stuff, which people should be raging about, it's so friggin' expensive to go see most of these shows now.
Yeah, I want to go see Drake so bad.
How much is that one?
Significantly different than Beyonce.
Is it like
in the thousands?
It's in the thousands of dollars.
And
at least the ones that I've like, the ones that I've seen so far, they're up there, and I don't know if it's the craze of trying to get tickets in because you think you're going to flip them, or are people really paying that much to go see him and it's impossible for me to
Is
go?
that the face value of the ticket, or because the face value is getting much more expensive too? That's one of the things that I've noticed.
It was, I mean, it seemed like it was a lot of resale.
Yeah, because what was happening now is some of the artists go, hey, if our tickets are going on StubHub and selling for $1,000, it means we've underpriced our tickets. And so even though they're going to yell at Ticketmaster and go, I can't believe you're ripping off my audience, they're profiting. They're taking this all the way to the bank, and that gets more expensive. But the thing that I'm talking about that has really, really gone sky high in terms of the prices is parking, right? Nobody seems to have noticed this, but this is absolutely out of control.
I don't drive.
They should round people up, Josh.
I don't drive.
And arrest them for what they are doing out here. Here's an example for those of you watching. I'll tell it to everybody else. And it's parking for the stadium where I assume a concert's going on.
God.
$120 for parking at this event. $120 to go to whatever show this is, because you got to park if you're going to drive down there.
I bet it's Taylor Swift.
It might be. And mind you...
But then what? Uber's going to be just as much?
Oh, my God. Yeah. And mind you, people just... There's too many people who have never gone public transit in their life, and they're just fully against it for some reason. Like, why would you pay $120, especially if you lived in a city with any sort of public transit? That's insane to spend that much money. $120. Credit card only, of course. This is another place. $60 for 5 hours of parking. This is
That's $12 an hour.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Another place, $60 for event parking. This is in Arizona. This is by another stadium, $50 for parking. Many of these surrounding big concerts, when like your Beyoncé's or your Taylor Swift's come to town, they start charging you this much money because guess what? The parking people see that the other people are getting more money, and they said people are willing to pay $1,000 for a ticket. They're willing to pay more for parking, so let's jack up the fees here and let's charge them even more. And we also know that our garage fills up every time, so there's so much demand, they'll definitely pay for this. Everything is more expensive. And I think some of this has got to come down at some point. Some of it will remain high because people like profits, companies like profits. But like the one that I think we've talked about this before. I know Josh and I have talked about this, I believe, If you go and try to get, he's wondering what I'm talking about.
I'm wondering.
If you try to get like high noon, even at like a liquor store,
Yeah.
it is expensive as hell. If you try to get it at 7-Eleven, bring your all your bank stuff, right?
It's like $10 for a 4-pack.
For a 4-pack of this stuff, these little seltzer drinks.
They're getting away with selling at that price because people are still paying it.
People are still buying it, and we gotta resist somehow, everybody. We've got to push back.
They're not listening.
Can't pay
They're
for
still
all
gonna
this.
pay for it.
We got to
so
take
much.
down Big Seltzer.
Yeah, and see, here's what I'm talking about. Lee Road says $50 is pretty normal for a big event. Parking lots around the track charge $50 and up for the Daytona 500. The problem is that you're okay with it now. You're just accepting that this is how much it costs, which is exactly what they want. People don't like to bring their prices down. Look at how much college education has risen in cost over the last 30, 40, 50 years. It's insane. And they know they could just keep charging you more, and then you just become okay with it. You're like, well, this is what it costs. $40,000 a year. Yeah, this is just the market price for this. What I'll do is I'll go to the school to get a degree that hopefully will allow me to make some money afterwards. Some cases, people are getting worthless degrees and they get nothing afterwards.
Whoa,
but if
hot
you're
take.
able to get a job where you're actually making money afterwards, then you spend the next couple of decades paying off the debt that you went into to get the job to begin with. And all of it is just insane. Jennifer on YouTube says, in Atlanta in March for my son's history competition.
Yeah,
Went-
who can remember the most?
Went downtown and parked and got out to pay, and the parking was $150. Both Taylor Swift and Janet Jackson were there that night, she said.
Fun night.
My God. And a lot of other people saying they would rather walk 500 miles, much like the Proclaimers.
I would rather walk. I mean, and I'm not 500 miles by any means, but like when I'm going to Atlanta next month for Beyonce, it was like I saw the footage of the Taylor Swift concert and everyone piling into that subway.
Oh, my God.
And I'm like, nope, grabbing a hotel. I think it's maybe a mile and a half away.
I would totally walk that. I would totally rather
And
walk
we're going to
that.
sweat and it's going to suck, but it's better than Uber. That'll be impossible.
Yeah.
Driving into that place? Absolutely
and
not.
then, do they still do the surge pricing thing? Because if they do,
I'm sure.
Yeah.
you're hitting surge pricing. Everything is just so expensive everywhere you look right now.
So OnlyFans going to kick off in September.
Everybody's going to need one of those. All right. Here
I'm
we
trying
go.
to promote mine, Sean.
Well, yeah.
Gonna make some, go fishing.
You're going to go fishing on your OnlyFans?
Only fishing fans.
It's already been done. There's a bunch of very busty women who do fishing-related content.
Cool, but are they as funny as me?
I have not listened to any of them.
Oh.
All you need to do
In
is
complete silence.
fish with your feet.
Do I have to do the feet
The
stuff?
feet thing is going to
Just
make you more
saying.
money every single time.
Mayonnaise.
Is that the biggest fetish, you think?
No.
Feet? Is the feet
I think it's the
It's
most,
the most acceptable.
Yeah.
Really? What's the biggest? Because I thought that there
No one
seems
talks
to
about
be
it.
an absolute bevy of people. I guess it
I mean,
depends.
the biggest fetish is stepmom and son bang it out, which is weird.
That's what I was going to say. If you consider categories of fetish, then those are way bigger and way more
I
searched
mean,
for.
that's a fetish because it's taboo, I think.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of that content out there.
disgusting.
All right, here we go. Let's get into it. Let's do jury duty.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass. You're now on jury duty with the News Junkie.
Jury duty brought to you by Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO, 866-CALL-MO, 866-CALL-MOE. Or you can go to justcallmo.com. Lots of attorneys out there. He is my absolute favorite. And he is a guy who's going to listen to you, listen to your story, fight for you. And he's not going to just show up and say, hey, what's going on with this case at the last minute, 5 seconds before court. You would be blown away by how often that actually happens. And Mo ain't going to do that to you, all right? He's going to help you out. 866-CALL-MO, 866-CALL-MOE.
Did you see? I was a model for Mo.
Were you?
Yeah.
For what? You in a Mo video?
The new tank tops.
Oh, I did see that. Yes. Have they sold out of those yet or no?
No, we still have some.
People should check those out too at shop@justcallmo.com. Get that on the way to getting your actual shirt from getskywall.com.
Yeah, because you have to use money for.
Yeah. His is great. I think you just got to pay shipping or something. But ours, we're taking your money. So
Please.
866-CALL-MO. We love them. Because Mo's not here today, Slick will answer this legal question emailed in by Anonymous. Slick, are you prepared for this? Let's see if he's
Yeah, I think so.
All right, he's ready to go.
Let's go.
Please keep me anonymous, it says. I was fired on Friday without being given a reason. However, I'm going to receive a severance. But I very recently shot some videos for this place's trading school, and I outsourced the editing to make it look good. Can I force them to remove this from their website, seeing as I used personal hardware and resources without extra compensation? Slick, what say you?
I say they need to add whatever he spent on that in that severance. That's what they need to do. But
so the
he
extra monies.
Yeah. He needs to get some extra dough. Okay, but as far as like them taking it down, ain't no take backs. You already did that.
It's up now. You're not getting
fair.
it back down. That's just the way life works, friend. You get hit sometimes. But you're right. Tell them, hey, on the way out with this severance, I did pay a little extra money. Hit me up with some extra cash, please.
That's right. Make sure you show receipts too, man. Make sure that they know it ain't no hoax.
Nobody's taking advantage of Slick. He's not.
I want you to represent me in court, Slick. I'm about it.
Meanwhile, over in Connecticut, a 69-year-old man has been taken to the hospital. What happened to him? Well, he fell from a hot air balloon. Which is not ideal. The fire department says this happened around 9:45 at night. They said the man, a volunteer, was helping passengers on and off the aircraft when the balloon began to rise. The man was reportedly hanging onto the outside of the balloon's basket before he fell more than 15 feet to the ground. So he's like hanging onto the side of the balloon. And he had to make that decision right there. He goes, do I drop or do I ride up holding onto the side of the balloon? I drop! And there we go.
Still a long fall.
Yeah, that's not fun. For some reason, the volunteer grabbed onto the bottom of the balloon as it ascended and was pulled off his feet. He dropped off at some point quickly and was injured in the fall. Our thoughts and prayers go out to him and his family. What a dodo move this was. They said the first thing he said when the people rushed over to him was, "Oh my God, what the heck happened?" That was his quote. As soon as people arrived.
That's like the old man version of, did you get that on video?
What do you think happened? Good God.
Well, golly.
What a dummy. All right, let's go over to you. We got some dispatches coming in, so let's listen in. Here's Chops the Trash Man.
Yes, I agree. Prices are out of control. And the only way to control those prices, Sean, is boycotting.
All right.
But how are you going to get all them people for that concert to say, hey, let's not buy tickets for this concert and see if they drop for the next concert? Nobody will do it because nobody cares about anybody but themselves.
Amen, sister.
Yeah, it's true.
I'd say tie your bags, but I'm now a shingle humper, so load your roofs.
All right.
Chops the shingle man?
Yeah, he's changed up his job, I guess. Thank you for that. Appreciate your insight. Here's Zoe saying, we have the power.
We, the people, hold all the power. We just don't know it. Don't stand in line to buy the new iPhone and they cannot sell it for $1,800. Do not buy the concert tickets and they cannot sell them for $1,000.
They have absolutely opposite opinions, the last two people. And I believe that they're both kind of right. It's just that nobody's going to do this stuff. Everybody's just going to take it.
The proletariat must seize the means of entertainment.
That's right. Get out there and say you're not going to take it anymore.
Streetlight Manifesto.
Smoke weed.
That's where I get all of my political quotes from. Here's my cousin Mose with the Tesla game update. Now, when he talked about Tesla T-twisters and Tesla tickles, Sabrina said, that is a line-for-line thing from a stand-up bit that I do.
All right.
And we said, well, were you there? Where'd you get this? What was going on with my cousin Mose? Let's see what he says.
Hey, junkies. Yeah, I have seen Sabrina stand up once or twice. However, my little tickle Tesla game did not come from that. I don't know, maybe subconsciously the T-twister Tesla game did. I don't think so. It's been a while since I've seen her stand up. I'm looking forward to the Just Call Mo comedy
some
jam.
brand new jokes, apparently.
But no, we've been playing the game for a long time, and we have a lot of fun doing it.
Parallel thinking.
My wife hates it.
There you go. Thank you. Appreciate the dispatch.
Do you tickle her?
Or do you go for the other one? One move is way braver than the other, just for the record. Jazzy Josh is with us.
Man, I'm glad you called out the Rocks Bass Lake because, yeah, it's a feeder pond, and then he just stocks it with big, fat, chunky bass.
Yep.
And acts like a badass for catching them. And I don't know if you've had his tequila, but it sucks. The aftertaste is disgusting. I don't know why he put his name behind that. And then just his Facebook posts are so stupid. I just can't take that guy anymore. Anyways, see ya.
Can't win them all, I guess. You gotta, you hate the guy, fine. You gotta stay away from the tequila then. Last one, what we're gonna do here. Snob Wasset is talking about the movie I mentioned, Who Cloned Tyrone.
Happy Tuesday, junkies. How's it going?
Hey.
Hey, Wasson. I want to thank you for the weekend homework you gave us to check out Who Cloned Tyrone. What a pretty good movie.
It was fun.
Great choice.
What a pretty
Great
good
Sunday
movie.
watch. Appreciate you guys. Wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop.
Glowing endorsement.
Yeah, I wouldn't say like 10 out of 10 or anything here on that movie. I think Jamie Foxx was super funny in it. I loved his character. And I think the movie was overall, like, at the end, you're like, oh, that was good. That's what I give that movie in terms of a rating. That was good. It's like maybe a 7 or a 6 or something, 6.5 or a 7. But not bad at all. All right, when we come back, there is a big change coming to schools in this country. And I think this is a good idea. We'll see what you think. Plus, we'll hear what else is on your mind. You've got something you want to share with us. I know you do. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch right now. Back with all that and so much more. And it's coming up next on The News Junkie.
The 2023 Real Radio Charity Poker Tournament presented by JustCallMode.com will be August 19th. Get the details at realradio.fm/poker.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
All southbound lanes are blocked due to an accident on Kirkman Road between L.B. McLeod Road and Conroy Road. There's slowdowns on I-4 eastbound between Osceola Polkline Road and after State Road 429. You can expect delays due to an accident on Lake Mary Boulevard heading westbound at I-4. The left lane is blocked. And there's delays due to an accident on State Road 408 heading westbound at Crystal Lake Drive. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Fresh from Florida.
Welcome back. Dave and Herb here, and we're talking fresh.
Fresh from Florida, that is.
There's tomatoes, broccoli, watermelon.
You're just putting fra in front of produce.
As in fresh from Florida.
You don't need to make up words. Friends, visit followfreshfromflorida.com to see what's in season.
From the Florida Department of Agriculture.
At Consumer Cellular, you get the same exact coverage as the largest carriers for up to half the cost. Same thing, up to half the cost. Less money for the exact same thing. Hope this is clear enough. Consumer Cellular. When freedom calls, they're here to answer. Switch today and get a second month of service for free. Go to consumercellular.com/free month and enter promo code free month. Half the cost savings based on cost of Consumer Cellular's single line 5 gigabyte data plan and unlimited talk and text compared to lowest cost single line postpaid unlimited talk, text, and data plans offered by T-Mobile and Verizon May 2023. Promotion subject to terms and conditions.
Here's something you've never heard before.
Stop. This is Simply Safe.
Introducing 24/7 lifeguard protection, only from Simply Safe Home Security. Now, monitoring agents can see and speak to intruders through our new indoor camera to help stop crime in real time and for fast police response. Get 20% off any new system with Fast Protect monitoring at simplysafe.com/radio. Advanced Home Security, 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
The podcast Outlaws, The Good Thief tells the story of the Robin Hood of Greece. Follow this fugitive's trail from Athens to mountain hideouts and discover how this bank robber who shares money with the poor has stolen the hearts of the Greek people.
They say Paleokostas has given a lot of money to poor people.
Like, he'd steal a car from a village and return it with a bag of cash on the seat.
Listen to Outlaws, The Good Thief on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
At Wells Fargo, if you accidentally overdraw your account, we give you an extra day grace period to avoid the overdraft fee. What if everything came with an extra day?
Sunday night and I have the Sunday scaries.
Honey, don't be scared. Every weekend comes with an extra day now.
All right. TGI Sunday.
It helps to have an extra day. When it comes to overdrafts, you can with Wells Fargo.
Visit wellsfargo.com/getextra to learn more. Terms and conditions apply. Subject to timing requirements and the bank's funds availability policy. Wells Fargo Bank N.A. member FDIC.
Well, summer's in full swing and everybody wants to make sure they have time to go out and do the things they love with the family that they love the most. And of course, you want to do that as much as possible. That is one of the main reasons you need to get over to Life Imaging FLA right now and get that free heart scan to make sure you're going to be around for those special times for your family. There's already been an outpouring of support. People have already texted me saying that Life Imaging FLA's heart scan gave them a heads up on some problems they had, and they can do it for you as well. Let's face it, most times when we have a medical condition, it's reactive. We see a symptom, then we take care of it. With Life Imaging FLA, it can be proactive. You can know beforehand issues you're going to have in the future, and Life Imaging's free heart scan can help you find that. And that's a $699 value. Remember, in 30 to 40% of heart attacks, the very first symptom is sudden death. Call Life Imaging FLA right now for your free heart scan with a few minimum requirements. From your cell phone, dial pound 250, say the keyword free heart scan. That's pound 250. Just say the keyword free heart scan and you'll be connected in seconds. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto dial text message from iHeartMedia.
Is your hair thinning? Hairline receding? Do you want to regrow thick, natural, healthy hair? Look, we all have to deal with hair loss, especially as we age. But you don't have to sit back and let it happen. Listen to what Marcy did with the help of Harem's Botanical Hair Serum.
Well, I started using it about 4 or 5 months ago, and 2 or 3 months into it, I just kind of noticed one day I saw all of this extra hair growth around my widow's peak. That hair growth is probably about 5 inches, all in that area that used to have absolutely no hair at all. I don't think I'll ever stop using it.
If you want to regrow thick, natural, healthy hair, then order your Harem solution today. Harem contains 17 botanical actives proven safe and most effective in generating new hair growth and darkening gray hair. Return to the full, natural, and youthful hair color you want. For more information, go to GreatLifeNow.com. That's GreatLifeNow.com.
Try new extra charged Dunkin' Refreshers with 50% more caffeine. Yes, 50% more caffeine. Available for a limited time, so try it today. America runs on Dunkin'. Drinks are fruit flavored. Contains 0 to 1% fruit juice. Price and participation may vary.
When I can't sleep, my mind just races. I think about work, the kids, but I don't think about taking melatonin because I'm afraid I'll feel groggy in the morning.
ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies has an optimal dose of melatonin for no next-day grogginess, so you can fall asleep naturally and wake up feeling refreshed. ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies for better sleep like never before. And try Pure Z Sleep plus Next Day Energy with melatonin plus extended release B vitamins.
Do you have heart failure and often hear,
"Those stomach issues ruined your birthday"?
"You're too tired to play catch, Grandpa."
Sweetie, you haven't touched your tools since the carpal tunnel syndrome diagnosis.
If these seemingly unrelated symptoms sound familiar, talk to your cardiologist. Ask about transthyretin amyloid cardiomyopathy, or ATTR-CM, a rare and underdiagnosed disease that gets worse over time. Learn more at connecttoyourheart.com. That's connecttoyourheart.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Life is full of ifs. If you see potential in every day, if you push for that promotion, and even bigger ifs like if you say, "I do." If you can cash flow like a pro and get paid up to 2 days early, if you can safeguard against surprises and supercharge your savings, the if in life becomes less iffy. Regions Life Banking makes it possible. If you're interested.
Let's talk about the if in life. Regions Bank, embrace the if in life.
Regions Bank, member FDIC.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because clients and character matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, CASH, C-A-S-H, CASH. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Those are all queued up and ready to go. But you guys want to get weird for a second?
I thought we were doing that the whole show.
Man, this
When we
is...
started.
I am kind of enthralled in this court case that's going on now. And I don't know if this is on your radar at all, but have you guys heard of Taylor Schabusiness? It's a real name. It's a real person.
You're not tricking us?
No, I swear to God, this is a real case, real thing. Taylor Schabusiness is her name.
And what's Schabusiness?
Oh, God. It's a wild ride. Here she is for those of you watching over on YouTube and twitch.tv/The News Junkie. And they said the trial for the woman accused of beheading her lover.
Oh, the bucket.
Yes. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
I've been following
and
it.
cutting up his body is scheduled to begin this week. Taylor Schabusiness, it's already started, by the way. She's 25 years old. She was arrested in February 2022 for allegedly murdering Shad Thyrion inside his mother's Green Bay home.
Both those names are something else.
Thyrion and Schabusiness.
Shad and Schabusiness.
They said Schabusiness cut off Thyrion's head, did some sexual stuff, and then, put all the stuff in a
Wait,
bucket.
post or pre-decapitation?
Afterwards. And
Yeah,
they said
damn.
she was competent to stand trial, which is very
Sure about that?
surprising to me.
You sure about that?
I mean, there's some details in the case that would
don't know.
suggest maybe not. And wait till you see what I'm going to show you and play for you in just a second here. But they said on February 23rd, 2022, the Green Bay Police Department received a call at 3:25 a.m. about a human head being found in a basement. When
Imagine
an
that
officer,
call.
I know how weird. An officer arrived at the caller's home. The caller, identified as the guy's mother, escorted the officer down to the basement. There, the officer spotted a towel over a bucket by the basement stairs. He lifted the towel and bam, head in a bucket right there.
Taylor's oldest time.
Yeah, who hasn't been through this situation? They give all kinds of details about this, but this woman is very strange, very, very, very strange. And they said the mother's boyfriend said he remembered the defendant and Thyrion coming home and immediately going down to the basement later that night. Thyrion's mother said the two stayed in the basement all the following day. And then when she hauled ass and left the place, they knew that something was wrong. So let's go into the courtroom. You want to talk about weird? I told you we're going to get weird. All right? Let's go into the courtroom. This is what's happening inside this case. This is real. This is a real deal. Actually happening in the courtroom right now. Here we go.
There was genitalia in the bucket.
Let me stop you there.
All right, let me see if I can bring this up louder since the audio is a little quiet. Hang on
For
tight.
those of you that missed it, they found a head and genitalia.
Yeah. All right, here we go. I'm boosting it.
Boost it
Audio boost on the way here. This will be louder for you.
Head. There was genitalia in the bucket.
Let me stop you there. What do you mean genitalia?
What do you
I
mean? What do you
recognize
mean
as penis and
genitalia?
testicles.
He said, wait, I'm going to need you to be more clear about this whole genitalia thing. What exactly did you see? And the guy says, look, here.
What do you mean genitalia?
What I would recognize as a penis and testicles.
Damn.
Were they laying underneath the head?
They were visible after the head was removed, yes.
What else did you see?
I observed a black Miracle 3 kitchen blade knife that was removed.
Miracle 3, very specific.
Yeah, it's a
kitchen knife.
brand.
I observed a yellow
Not good promotion for
pocket
Miracle
knife,
3.
I guess.
How wild is this? And you want to see how crazy this lady is? I don't have to play the audio on this, but I'll show.
business?
Yeah. This is her, right? She's in the courtroom. Watch what they caught her doing. And I think she's pointing at the person who's testifying. Watch. She takes her fingers and she does like a finger bang, like she's shooting the person who's up there testifying. And you go, man, she's a wild one, this lady. Holy cow. And it's just the whole case is like this. It's very, very graphic. And God almighty, let's see what happens there. But I think they got enough evidence on her that hopefully she ends up behind bars for the rest of her life. Meanwhile, the rest of us are in the prison that's called the real world.
Yeah, am I right?
And there was a story out earlier. They're still working on verifying this. Off the coast of the state of Florida, they have an unofficial temp that they're trying to verify in the water, a water temp of 101 degrees. So
Yummy.
the water
That's a
off
hot
the coast,
tub.
that is pretty damn warm. And I said before, I was asking Josh about this because Josh went to whatever, he was at some place, and I don't know. I don't remember where it
Is
was.
it an extra business?
Well, you went to a beach at some point in time, not too long ago.
Yes.
And when we were talking about this, I was like, hey, when you went out into the ocean, was it like soup? Because people keep telling me that they go to the beach and they walk in and it feels like soup. And imagine you probably did this on your cruise if you were out there.
Yes. The water was kind of nice, though.
It wasn't like that? It wasn't all warm like that?
No.
It might only be around like the tip of the state of Florida where this is the most hot. And they said there were some other areas where it was 98 degrees. This is at 5 feet deep where they record this. 101 degrees would be the hottest water temp ever recorded on Earth, if that is true. So it's a little spicy out there.
Going to be a good hurricane season.
Oh, my God. This is so bad for hurricane.
the warm water.
That is bad for hurricane season. All right. We got time to work in a couple of dispatches. Let's see what you got going on. Here's who flung. Oh, I'm not doing this.
Why?
No, I'm not going to play that one.
Show business.
I'll play this one.
Talking smack about me?
No. I'll tell you during the
Oh,
break. Or you guys want to hear? You want me to tell you?
No.
I can tell you now. Hang on one sec. All right, hold on. Here we go.
Oh, we're doing the thing.
Oh.
Josh, are you good?
Good news alert! Good news alert! Good news alert!
Yeah, why would we do
That's
that?
so rude.
Yeah, why would
Come
we ever do
on.
Grow up.
We're not going to do that. We will do this. Here's Skip a Style with a question for Josh.
No.
What up, junkies? Hey, Josh,
Hello.
did you ever get that stupid ruckus?
No.
I'm just curious about that. I don't have a two-wheel vehicle myself. I would love to have a motorcycle, but when I do get one, I'm going to get a Hayabusa.
What's that?
That's
That's
what
a
I'm gonna do.
motorcycle.
Because I'm a big guy and I'm experienced. But yeah, did you ever get that stupid Honda Ruckus?
No, I didn't get the stupid Honda
Get
Ruckus.
yourself a CBR or something.
I want a Honda Ruckus.
Okay,
if
but-
anyone listening has one for sale, I will buy it from you.
Same.
The problem-
Hopefully you
But
have
me
two.
first.
The problem with what I think Josh was telling us was if you go
You're
to
going
the
to ruckus
dealership.
from College Park, you'll get killed.
Well, Josh was
I'm a
saying
baller.
if you go to the Ruckus dealership, they'll tell you what the price is of a Ruckus, but then when you go to get it, the price goes like way up, right?
What with fees and whatnot.
Yeah,
It's typical dealer stuff.
Yeah, they add on so much stuff, and like if they say, "Oh, this is $4,000," then when they're about to check you out, they're like, "Okay, so it comes out to $8,000," and you're like, "Wait, what the hell?"
And then negotiation begins.
Yeah, maybe
And
you
then
could
there's
do
a
that.
lot of people who thought they wanted a Ruckus that's been sitting in their garage.
Yeah.
And now get it off their hands. And then when I'm
also
done with it.
same.
Can you drive them on the street, just
Yeah.
regular roads?
You know what I can't drive on the street is the tiny little red motorcycle that I got for my birthday a
Well,
couple years
that
ago.
is dangerous on the streets. If you had that thing on I-4, that
Remember
little...
a couple days of COVID times, I drove it here
You
to
did
your
drive
house.
it here. That's right.
And I
There
almost
were no
got hit.
cars.
If you don't know what she's
It's
talking
the
about,
size of a tire.
yeah, Sabrina's talking about this little motorcycle, which is maybe 12 inches off the ground or something. Maybe
Yeah.
it's not very tall at all. It's a teeny little tiny thing.
I mean, your legs stick out.
yeah, it's
like,
comical
Mario
to watch.
Kart.
It's kind of fun though. But the Ruckus things are a lot bigger, I guess. Here's Eskimo Brother talking about the feet fetish. All right.
What up, news junkies?
Hey.
Hey, man. Happy Tuesday. It's such a great day today.
Is it?
And happy National Hot Fudge Sunday Day.
Hot Fudge Sunday.
It's so
Day,
freaking
day.
hot out here. And so what you were saying about that fetish on, like, hands down, it got to be foot fetishes. Because nowadays, everybody likes looking at feet. I'm just not understanding.
I don't get it. I think it's something maybe that you're born with, or
maybe it's Maybelline.
it could be Maybelline. I don't know what it is.
You've never seen a good pair of feet, and you're like, damn, that's a good pair of feet.
If I saw the best pair of feet in the world, I would go, "Oh wow, your feet are very nice." You know, that's it. That's it.
Sir, can you get out of my house?
And I also don't know. I haven't been this far down into the research minds, but are there people who have a foot fetish, but they don't want perfect feet? Maybe they want like some weird looking
Oh,
feet.
absolutely. That's what Feet Finder's
Well,
for.
that and
Feet Finder.
smelly feet, too.
Oh, people want
So
smelly
it's not
feet.
even what they look like. It's like, I want you to go to the gym, don't take off those socks, and then let me see your feet.
They'll buy the socks.
Should I be going to this website? Feet
Probably
Finder?
not.
I mean, your targeted ads are going to be weird, but
Feet Finder. It says sellers. You just buy feet pics.
Yeah.
Oh!
It's like OnlyFans for feet.
How does something like this have merch? How does Feet Finder have merch? Are people wearing the Feet Finder hoodie around the city?
Absolutely.
Just cruising around showing this off?
Imagine you're like a person that makes money off selling your feet on Feet Finder, and you're like, you know what? I'm going to get the t-shirt, and then
Right.
people are going to be curious enough to go look, and then they'll find your feet, and then you make money.
One subscriber at a time. That's all you got to
Exactly.
do. You get one subscriber at a time. I guess this is what they're into out there. You guys do your thing. Let's go over to one. You know what? We're going to take a quick break is what we're going to do. Oh, I talked about the change in the schools. In particularly locally speaking, in Orange County Public Schools, they've announced that for this school year, I don't know how common this is across the country, but I'd like to hear from people in other areas. They're going to make free meals for all students. It's available to everybody. They're going to make free meals available to everybody for the 2023-2024 school year.
Cool. And
it's offered through the USDA's Community Eligibility Provision Program, or CEP, C-E-P, and they think that every student deserves access to these meals, blah, blah, blah. I remember when I was younger, going to school, there were a lot of kids who their parents didn't send them to school with any money whatsoever. They were oftentimes not on because their parents didn't set them up with it, the free lunch program. Or, I'll be honest with you, I think now it might be different. But when I was younger, if they found out you got free lunch, you were getting made fun of. Sure. They were going to come after you and bully you.
And mind you, you're just getting free lunch. Those are kids coming to school without breakfast and maybe not even dinner after they leave.
Right. This is for all students and all school meals.
And Josh threw out his entire sub today because it had a little bit too much mayo.
How dare you?
Look at this wasteful
I would
guy.
never.
These poor kids don't have anything, Josh. They said breakfast and lunch are included.
Come get it from the trash.
Students will have the opportunity to choose 3 to 5 menu items that fall into the main food groups, yada, 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 and all of it is free for everybody. So that is a good thing, I think. It's the least we could do. Hey, can we maybe track down that lotto money that's supposed to go to schools? I would be willing to bet with the lottery alone, if we were actually funneling the money in the right place, we can make it so every kid in the United States of America had free lunch at school each day. We could make that happen. We could do it, but we probably don't.
All right, why don't you get it kicked off, Sean?
No, I'm not the guy for it.
News Junkie Lunch Fund.
No, I'm not the guy for it, unfortunately, but somebody else out
Beefaronis for everybody.
I would do that. Hell yeah. Kids love beefaroni.
They'll have terrible blood work by the time they're 20.
All right, this is not good for their health, and I'm sure Michelle Obama would be very, very upset with it. But the food, it's way better, man. Let's be honest. Obi-Wan Kenobi said Sean grew up during the Great Depression. No, get out of here.
We had dust for breakfast.
No, I didn't have dust for breakfast. God almighty. All right, when we come back.
People believe that.
A woman, a park, and a grizzly bear. What happened next? Well, you might have figured it out, but if you didn't, stay put. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
So we no longer have our blue check mark.
Actually, it was a white check mark surrounded by blue.
Don't be that guy.
Okay.
We're still at Real Radio 1041 on Twitter, powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Watch out for slowdowns due to an accident on Lake Mary Boulevard heading westbound at I-4. The left lane is blocked. All southbound lanes are blocked due to an accident on Kirkman Road between L.B. McLeod Road and Conroy Road. You can expect your regular delays this afternoon on I-4 eastbound between Osceola Parkway and after State Road 535. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Tri-County Metals. Not sure which metal roofing panel is best for your project? Try Tri-County Metals' free panel selector tool on their website at TriCountyMetals.com. It will help you make your decision, and it's free and easy at TriCountyMetals.com.
This earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Skylight Roofing. Roof with us. SkylightRoofing.com.
Get your tickets now
at AXS.com
for our 2023 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas.
September 22nd and 23rd.
Streaming live only on Hulu.
The iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Having the time of your life is more rewarding than ever when you visit any MGM Rewards destination nationwide. Dine, stay, play, and earn on all of it. Details at MGMRewards.com. Subject to earning and redemption limitations applicable to certain purchases and in certain states.
If
If you're a pro painter, do you know how much you're paying per gallon for paint? Paint stores try to convince you that you're getting a good deal with deep discounts. But what they don't tell you is their starting price is too high to begin with. If you buy paint from the Home Depot, you're getting the lowest price per gallon on Behr paint, guaranteed. We offer everyday low prices on every gallon of top-rated Behr paints, stains, and primers. Plus, pros earn discounts through our Pro Extra Paint Rewards program. That's the value of the Home Depot. How doers get more done. U.S. only. See store for details.
Right now, you may be running a little late, or feeling stressed, or overwhelmed, and you may be going a bit over the speed limit. So to help you relax, exhale. Ease up on the gas. You'll get there when you get there. Take a moment to just chill. This little break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
Packing for your summer road trip? Leave the travel guide at home and bring the Autio app along for the ride. Autio brings any drive to life with fascinating stories about the places you go, all narrated by expert storytellers. Browse through Autio's more than 10,000 fascinating location-based tales to inspire your travel itinerary and discover unique destinations along the way. Wherever summer takes you, make your next drive an adventure with Autio, the perfect companion for your next road trip. Learn more at autio.com.
Attention business owners. Was your company impacted during COVID? If you had W-2 employees during 2020 and 2021, you may be entitled for up to $26,000 per employee through the Employee Retention Credit Program. This is not alone. The IRS paid back billions already. We've helped thousands of businesses just like yours. So let us help you. At ERC Business Solutions, we make it simple. We do it all for you, so you won't have to worry about the complex application process. There's absolutely no risk. If you don't get paid, we don't get paid. Most businesses do qualify, even those with no decline in revenues or those that already got PPP. Discover how much you can claim. There's no cost or obligation. Call now, 800-200-2250. That's 800-200-2250. Get up to $26,000 per employee. Call 800-200-2250. 800-200-2250.
Hey everybody, Jim here for Life Imaging FLA. Just talking to my buddy Daryl Payne from Pawfection Dog Training about his quadruple bypass the other day. Just let me know even more how important Life Imaging FLA and their free heart scan can be to you. Imagine knowing years in advance that you could have heart problems that could cause you sudden death. That's what Life Imaging FLA is all about. Proactive health care for long-term life. Make sure that you can enjoy as many summers as possible. Life Imaging FLA's free heart scan can do that for you. My own experience with Life Imaging FLA scans has been insane. I now know of at least 3 issues to take care of to make sure that I don't deal with bigger problems in the future. Believe it or not, 1 out of 3 people in the U.S. will die of heart disease, and in 30 to 40% of those cases, the very first symptom is sudden death. Those are just a couple of reasons you need to get that free heart scan from Life Imaging FLA. Just a few minimum requirements, but that's a $699 value. And it's easy. Just pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, and say the keyword free heart scan. That's pound 250, say the keyword free heart scan, and you'll be connected in seconds. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto-dial text message from iHeartMedia.
After an accident, it's important to hire an attorney right away. Evidence can disappear quickly. Sure, you could wait to hire an attorney later and see how things turn out, but delays never make a case better. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. JustCallMo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
In today's Marketers Report, Kate Cronin, Chief Brand Officer of Moderna, weighs in on the speed of audio production.
In this day and age, and particularly at Moderna, where we have new information coming out on a regular basis, being able to feed that information to the audio format makes being nimble and pivoting easy, and that's what I really like about it.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, influencers, insights, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
The IRS has just received $80 billion in funding to hire additional agents for aggressive collections enforcement. If you owe the IRS, now is the time to take action before the IRS comes after you or your business. There's no time to waste. Call J. David Tax Law, a firm right here in Orlando, for a no-cost consultation at 407-603-3962. That's 407-603-3962. Or visit jdavidtaxlaw.com. Peace of mind is only a click or phone call away.
Hi, I'm Sridhar.
And I'm Aarti. We have spent the last 20 years building and working at some of the largest companies in the world. We worked with some remarkable people. Rob McElhenney.
When I see the people of Wrexham, I grew up exactly like them, and I think that transcends culture.
Check out the Aarti and Sriram Show. That is AARTHI and SRIRAM show.
Listen to the Aarti and Sriram show on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
If you suffered an injury at a place of business, dial pound wall. That's all. Morgan & Morgan.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, CASH. C-A-S-H. Cash. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
National parks, because it always turns out bad. It always turns out that it's dangerous to be around these damn animals, and you got a bunch of people getting flipped up in the air by bison. Also, people are too stupid for national parks.
Just don't go near them.
I know, that's the thing. I see this thing every year. I see like a greatest hits video of all the people getting flipped into the air by bison at Yellowstone.
I feel like bison don't have a lot of rules. Like
No.
just the one, don't go near them.
It's like, give it some
Yet people
bison
break
space. And when you look at a bison, it's such a big animal that you would think your brain would be telling you, don't go anywhere near this.
And then there's that video of the 9-year-old who got, it was a quadruple flip in the air before she landed.
God, animals they can scare the hell out of you like this. I had one time, I think we're past the statute of limitations on this, if I
you want me
indeed
to
broke
look
any
it up
laws.
first?
Well, I'll just shoot from the hip. There was one time when we went to this place called Lion Country Safari, and many of you listening on Real Radio in West Palm Beach, you know what I'm talking about, of course. And
Never been.
It's a drive-through
Same.
zoo. It's kind of a cool thing. I've been to a couple of them. I've been to a few drive-through zoos. There's one in Canada that we went to as well.
Drive-through zoo connoisseur over
Yeah,
here.
and the Canada one, believe it or not, had like no rules. The Canadian drive-through zoo we went to, we were in a minivan that we rented, and you were allowed to open the side door of the minivan through like all the enclosures.
Come on in here, Cheetah.
Not through the lion
Shotgun.
one. Not through the lion ones, but through, if there was gazelles or something, you could have the door open on the side of your van, and the animals could just pop up there.
Get
if they wanted
lightly
to.
gored.
And we were going through this, and it's like all sorts of different animals. And we got into one that had like
Ew.
ostriches and rhinos and all these other birds and stuff. And I was a kid at the time, and I was eating a bag of popcorn that my parents got me. And I took the bag of popcorn and I jammed it in the back window, and I dumped all the bag of popcorn out onto the asphalt behind us. And the animals came all at once, like surrounding the car.
I'm the Lion King.
And you're not supposed to do that, to say the least.
You created a traffic jam.
Yeah, there was some problems with that, and they drive over in the little zebra-colored truck, or not colored, but zebra-patterned truck.
Regular Dennis the Menace over
I
here.
know, wild man. Zephus Biker on YouTube says, I remember Lion Country Safari as a kid. Haven't been in about 40 years, though. They've changed just like a lot of the other places have changed because they find brilliant ways to make money. Like now, if you go to a lot of zoos, if you go over to the giraffe enclosure, they have you go up high on this thing, and then you pay a couple of bucks, and they let you feed the giraffe, hand feed the giraffe and get the experience with them. And win-win for them.
Sure.
The animal needs to eat anyways. The giraffe's not going to hurt you, and you pay like $20 to do it.
And then you get caught with a pocket full of lettuce.
Yeah.
I go, sir, you're supposed to pay for that.
People do
My
that.
snack.
People do that at Gatorland too. Seriously, because they don't
bring in your own raw chicken?
They'll bring in their own hot dogs because you can go over to that place and buy the hot dogs, and it's like a markup from what actual hot dogs cost. And you go over there and then you throw the hot dogs into the alligators, so they go bananas. But people sneak them in sometimes. This lady, she was a dummy, and she's now dead as a result of her dumminess. They said this was in Montana. The woman came into contact with a grizzly bear on a trail west of Yellowstone National Park. Just avoid the place altogether. And they said the woman was found deceased following an apparent bear encounter. I don't even know. I think we're supposed to get big when we see a bear, right? We have to make ourselves as big as we possibly can.
Yeah, show us.
I just show like this. You go like, ah.
Whoa, I'm a bear. That's really scary to me.
You put your hands up above your head, and today might not be the day to say this for me just because of some things that have happened on the show, but I would be brave in the face of a bear.
The hell you would.
You put your arms up high.
God, you talk so much crap.
And when you put your arms up high, you go, ah, and you just let the bear know that you're a presence there. You're big, and you're not going to back down.
Yeah, I'm going to run away.
Just offer them Charmin toilet paper.
That works, too. That's another loophole that people utilize sometimes.
Oh, bother.
This woman, though, did not make it. Have you guys ever seen Grizzly Man?
No, but I'm familiar.
It's a documentary about this really strange guy. It was interesting and harmless enough. And he got obsessed with bears.
Like wanted to bang a bear?
No. Well, I don't know. I mean, there's like elements of it where you thought that this guy likes bears too much. And he was a wild character, and he recorded like almost everything that he did. But all in all, he was a harmless guy. And in the summers, he used to take the whole summer off. He worked all the rest of the year and saved up every single penny so he could do this, okay? Every single year, he worked all the other days and saved all of his money, didn't do anything else, because in the summer, he would go out, excuse me, and he would stay with these bears. And he got to know the bears, and he would try to, create bonds with some of the bears out there. And the local authorities really didn't like what he was doing because they thought it was dangerous. And he started to get attention. The local news started to pick up on it. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he got a girlfriend. It was somebody who was like, yeah, I've seen you on TV, and I'm into it. I want to go with you.
Hey, Bear Man.
And she takes Bear Man out to the bears again for the summer, and he's filming while a bear goes into their tent and, eats the two of them.
Okay.
And
all right.
They don't. I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not going to spoil it.
Spoiler alert, they died?
They died, yes. Yeah. They both died in the tent out there. And
then we did watch that one film of the couple that was banging on top of a dead bear.
Yes. I forgot what that was called. Shake the Bear? Was that Shake the Bear?
I believe so, yeah.
That's what it was called. That one's very different.
Yeah, Pulitzer winner.
The ending, but it's still there, and it's still got bears, so you're getting what you're looking for. There is news coming out of Adidas, and I'm so surprised there's still such a big marketplace for this. Remember when you were talking about how much money Adidas was saying they were going to lose because of these Yeezy shoes they had?
Yeah, it was in the hundreds of millions.
Hundreds of millions of dollars. And then they finally made this decision that they were just going to sell some of these things. And they ended up selling them. And now they have gotten hundreds of millions of dollars in profit. So they're not going to lose nearly as much as they were saying that they were going to.
Now, do they still owe Kanye in that profit?
I don't know. I don't know
if
they
did they just buy him out?
I'm not sure. But those shoes, apparently, people really, really still go for them. I didn't know that was still so popular.
They're so ugly.
I do, too. I think they remind me of Crocs or something.
Yeah, but Jonah Hill made them okay again.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Thank God.
21 Jump Street.
That movie is a savior. It brought him back.
My name is Jeff.
I actually like that movie.
That was 22 Jump Street.
I like both of those.
That was Fat Jonah. One was nicer.
Yeah, I like both of those movies. But, I think that Kanye is supposed to be right now working on an album or something. That's why he's been disappeared and not in the headlines and not...
God, we haven't heard anything since Scoopity Poopity.
I know. But it's been since he was causing all that drama. It's been 6 months of quiet Kanye, I would say.
Has been weird.
A lot of time.
He's still out in public with the weird shoulder pads.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's doing that. And then he's got this new girlfriend.
Wife. Watch your mouth.
Oh, they're married?
Yeah, they got married.
She also wears some of the weird outfits that he wears. That's all I see so far. Okay, we are going to do this. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back with the final dispatches. And there are some barn burners plus yours. So right now, I want you to make your way over to thenewsjunkie.com and record your first dispatch so we can hang out with you before we wrap things up today. Final dispatches, stories that didn't make the cut, and today we're going to wrap everything up for a Tuesday. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is the Jim Colbert Show. Crabby, dangerous, sarcastic, and sometimes awkward. The Jim Colbert Show, weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Rude Air Conditioning Weather Center, powered locally by Ferguson HVAC.
Hey everybody, Jamie King, Fox 35 Storm Center. Want to update you Central Florida weather as we course through midday for you on this Tuesday. Area highs today reaching for the low 90s. We'll call it 93. A lot of sun, increasing clouds, afternoon rain chance after 2 to 3 p.m. at about 40%. Another scattered shower and storm type of day for you. 77 for you tonight. All the rain wrapping up after just about 8 p.m. into 9 o'clock hour. We'll keep you updated on that. Dry conditions overnight. 94 Wednesday. A rain chance for the p.m. at 50%. For Fox 35, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jamie King.
This report is sponsored by Fresh from Florida.
Hey shoppers, this is your local farmer letting you know that Florida watermelon is in season right now. Look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo while you shop. We're going to need a lot more help at checkout.
From the Florida Department of Agriculture.
For more information about contests on this station, go to realradio.fm/rules.
If your property has been damaged in a storm, call me, Mark Anajar, at the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733 and take back control of your life.
Office in Orlando.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment changeouts and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
When it comes to $1 small Slurpee drinks at 7-Eleven, no one's doing it like you. You're inventing new flavor combos, throwing caution to the wind. You're a frozen fizz whiz, a pina colada prodigy. You mix cherry and blue raspberry like a pro. Only you know the perfect ratio. Just when they think you're done, you add a splash of summertime citrus, just because you can. And because your small Slurpee drink masterpiece is just $1 at 7-Eleven. Slurpee, anything flows. Expires 12/31/2023 plus tax. Visit store for details.
If you're hiring, it can feel like you're trying to find a needle in a haystack. You can hope the right person comes along, or you can just use ZipRecruiter. And now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. In fact, ZipRecruiter has helped a lot of business owners find their needle in a haystack, like Marco, president of operations at Telly Tires and Auto Centers. Because Telly Tires has grown a lot in the last few years, Marco needed to hire everyone from a receptionist to a store manager to a head mechanic.
ZipRecruiter helps me find all the right people, even the most difficult jobs to fill. ZipRecruiter helps me keep my business running.
Take it from Marco and millions of other businesses who've used ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter can help you find the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/RADIO. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
Hear that? That's the sound of water coming from leaking pipes. Hi, this is Pete from Repipe Specialists. Let's end those leaks and the damages they can cause to your walls, ceilings, and floors by replacing those old, corroded, or brittle pipes with high-quality new ones. With over 30 years of experience and work that's guaranteed for life, Repipe Specialists will expertly and seamlessly repipe your entire home in just 1 to 2 days. Call us by this Saturday to save 20%. So long, water-dripping drum solos. If you have leaks or even low water pressure, call Repipe Specialists now at 407-337-4020 to schedule a free home estimate and to save 20% on your entire job, plus zero down, zero interest financing for the first 18 months on approved credit, local and insured. Call 407-337-4020 or go to repipe.com. That's 407-337-4020. Repipe.com. Repipe Specialists, making your repipe job fast, seamless, and simple. That's our specialty.
Take control of your health and your wallet at healthfinder.fl.gov. Your one-stop shop to compare medical facilities in your area. From copays to x-rays, asthma treatment, and ultrasounds, healthfinder.fl.gov gives you a straight answer on cost and lets you compare against providers. Choose wisely, live healthy at healthfinder.fl.gov. Paid for by the Agency for Healthcare Administration.
Get a pen. You'll want to take this number down. Okay, you have health insurance or you don't have health insurance, but you want health insurance at a reasonable price, right? Well, you won't find it with Obamacare, where you can only sign up once a year with their high deductibles and limited networks. You need to talk to an expert. The folks at USABG Florida can help. If you pay for your own health insurance, your employment coverage is unaffordable, or if you have a few employees, you could be saving 30 to 60% if you qualify. Couples under 65 are saving $500 to $1,000 a month with better coverage. Go to usabgflorida.com and get a quote today. We all need quality health insurance at an affordable price. Call USABG Florida at 321-380-4540. That's 321-380-4540. Or go to usabgflorida.com. That's usabgflorida.com. Get a quality plan managed by you, not the government.
Hear the latest news from the headlines on your phone. Download the free iHeartRadio app for exclusive live coverage of breaking news. From what's happening where you live to what's happening across the country. Live from the center of the story. Listen for free anywhere, anytime. Download the free iHeartRadio app today.
If summer is heating up your hiring needs, then you need Indeed. Their all-in-one hiring solution makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates all in one place. Sponsor your first job and get hiring today by visiting Indeed.com/credit.
Dispatches, stories that didn't make the cut. And today we're going to wrap everything up for a Tuesday. And we'll get into all that momentarily. But first, two things. Number one, some good news that is just coming through right now.
Yay!
All right, we got good news, everybody. And in this case, it is that the UPS and the Teamsters Union have reached a deal to avoid a strike. That means no interruptions with your UPS stuff. That was coming down to the wire. They had like a couple of days left, I think.
And you had to mail out a bunch of shirts.
Oh, yeah.
And that would suck.
That's USPS, so we would have been okay.
Oh,
But
it's UPS. Got
still, you don't want any kind of breaknecks and any kind of trouble in the shipping world because we're all spoiled as hell. And now we all order something and we want it like next day.
You're damn right.
We don't want to wait.
And I want to return it the next day, too, when it doesn't fit.
Yeah.
Damn right.
And I want to be able to take it to the end of the street and return it. Oh, yeah. Ease. I want ease in everything that I do. So that is absolutely good news. The other good news is you can support the show and get an amazing, amazing shirt over at getskywall.com. You're going to like this. It's Last Minute Message. That's the name of the design. And it comes with a magnet. Looky here. We got that Ant Farm magnet right here in the studio, friends. Look at that. You can get yours with the This Week in Florida sticker and, of course, the shirt. They're all very, very nice, soft. You're going to love wearing this. It's a great weekend shirt for you. You'll see what I mean if you go to thenewsjunkie.com or, in fact, go to getskywall.com. That's the best place to get the merch. Go over there now and get them while you can because those are going to be gone very soon. So make your way over to getskywall.com and get your shirt now.
Do it.
All right, let's do the final dispatches. By the way, thank you to Josh for hanging out with us for the last couple of days. Excellent job.
I'm just doing the most.
And
right.
Thank you to our friend Slick back at the studio. We appreciate
Thank you, Slick.
Thanks for having me.
He's been helping us out for a couple of days here on the show. Sealand should be back tomorrow.
And a big thanks to Ham.
Ham, thanks to Ham. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. It's me, Ham.
Ham, I'm not giving you my personal information, okay?
I already got it.
From where? Whoa, that was weird.
Ham got unplugged.
Ham is dead.
I never heard a human power down before. Damn. All right. Well, Ham's going to steal my monies, I guess. That's where we're at right now. Let's do this. We'll play these final dispatches here as we wander out of the show and send you off into the next one. Here's Chaos. It says, happy anniversary to my wife. Oh, that's sweet.
Hey, News Junkie.
Oh, you're a little quiet.
Happy share the show Tuesday.
Whispering.
Sean, that was a great joke yesterday, right? Good joke?
No.
Good? You enjoyed it? Yeah. Just wanted to shout out to my wife real quick. Happy anniversary, 6 years.
What are you doing to him? He's got twins. He's got to be quiet next to the babies.
Sounds like a him problem.
Yeah, it is.
Been together a little bit longer than that, but
Wake up, twins!
happy anniversary.
Wake up, twins!
The house is gonna be
Wake
mad.
up, twins!
That's the version of when we were playing some commercial and there was like a dog whimper in it. And every time
It
this dog
sounds
went
real.
Yeah, it sounds real. People's dogs would be going nuts every time they heard this. TJS says justice for Caden. Oh, this is the person that dispatched yesterday, but it was too long. Oh, this is
I
short.
called you guys yesterday to tell you about a situation that happened where a department store employee was caught filming on his phone my daughter from underneath a clothing rack. She's 10 years old.
Oh, my God.
Wow. Unbelievable. So that's her daughter that she's talking about.
File a police report, I hope.
I hope she did.
Attended him, but the police could not arrest him because, as of yet, it is not a law in Florida for you not to be able to be filmed in public areas.
No way.
Right now,
I don't know about that.
Put that on the Mo list.
Yeah, that's definitely
There's
for
no
the most.
way.
Because if you have some weirdo filming, it's
voyeurism. And on top of that,
did you say a changing room?
Yeah.
Into
And
a
a
changing room,
10-year-old?
and you have an expectation of privacy in a changing room.
Absolutely.
That's totally different. If you were just in the store and somebody was filming you, that is another thing. But somebody was talking about that the other day. Somebody on the Discord actually. Over on the News Junkie Discord was saying, my mom has a habit of when she sees little kids in public, she likes to either take photos of them or videotape the cute little kids that she sees in public. And I said, that's a good example of something that your sweet mother might be able to get away with. But if I was like, oh, I like taking videos of cute kids in public.
Not even Grandpa could get away with that.
No, that's not a good look. You can't do that. And maybe we're all for the better that you can't.
Please.
All right. This is Alidos, recovering from the bachelorette party.
Hey, News Junkies. Happy today.
Hey.
I'm back at work today from a 4-day weekend in St. Pete Beach.
Nice.
It was my best friend's bachelorette party. I'm hurting today, guys.
You got
you're
it.
getting me through, though. Thank you. We had a fun time. Totally worth it. Lots of penises. We had a male entertainer come to our hotel room. He was dressed as a police officer.
This is like the most token bachelorette party I've ever
Love
heard.
it.
We
They
got a
actually have
noise
this-
complaint.
Yes, somebody's been complaining. It's a little loud in here. The cop comes and starts stripping. This is like from a movie.
It's not loud
Walking
enough.
through an extremely full lobby full of people, and one little old lady even came up to us as we were waiting for the elevator and told him thank you for his service. So that was cute. Shout out Logan, Male Entertainment. from St.
Logan.
Pete.
Officer
So,
Logan.
I hope you guys have a good week, and thanks again. Love you. Bye.
Wait, did the old lady think she was really saying
Of
thanks for your
course
service
she
to a real
did.
cop?
Oh, I didn't even think about it. I thought she was just like, oh, that's a hot
Did he have
cop.
like short shorts on or something? She didn't question the officer dangle
St.
uniform.
Pete, he's a beach cop.
Oh yeah,
New
maybe.
boot goofing.
I guess. All right. Let's see. We're gonna do one more here. But who? Let me see who we didn't do.
But.
You know what? I'm gonna do TD. It says Tickle Tesla.
Homeboy did not make up Tickle Tesla. Me and the kids been playing that for a long time.
Got him.
Tickle Tesla, bye.
Everybody wants credit for Tickle Tesla.
Go on.
That's fine. I mean, I didn't even give you the whole joke, so I've added more things.
Okay. Oh, well, the only way you can find that out is if you're there for the Mo Comedy Jam.
Oh, here.
Yeah, which is coming up. And are tickets for that on the shop.justcallmo.com thing?
They are at mocomedygym.com.
MoComedyJam.com.
We own a
MOE
lot of
Comedy Jam.
websites.
Yeah, this one is separate. It's really, really good. You're going to have a great time. Sabrina's going to be out there, have some fun, have some laughs.
For a good cause, too.
And go to mocomedyjam.com.
Do it.
All right, stories that didn't make the cut. There's a new trend of what mothers are doing, especially mothers who are getting C-sections to give birth to their babies. Moms want to lift the newborns out of their own wombs.
Oh, no.
I've seen that.
Is that a
They're doing it.
picture?
Pretty intense.
Yeah, there's a picture of it here where the woman is like, they get the baby all ready, and then the mom kind of like reaches
God,
into
look
herself.
At the amount of afterbirth on that thing.
It's pretty
Good
gross.
God.
That's like when they do touchdowns for Make-A-Wish kids.
Uh-huh.
They run it all the way there and then hand the ball off at the end zone.
It's so weird. And
Slippery ball.
They hold the baby up like in The Lion King.
And I'm sure that is an incredible moment.
Oh, yeah.
Sure, it's
but
lovely.
They want to make it a more natural
I'm just like,
experience.
can you move over my small intestine real quick? I'm not getting a good grasp on my baby.
Yeah, I would be scared about kicking all my organs around and stuff.
Your legs can't move.
Is the stuff in your body? No, I mean like just it's shifting around with the baby.
No, they lift it up, put it on the table next
Yeah,
to you,
they
then
do.
take the baby out, put all the stuff back.
Oh God!
Yeah.
Oh my
You're
God!
on- you're on
It's
good
crazy.
drugs the whole time.
Oh God!
Yeah, man.
All right,
Can't wait.
but if you went inside somebody's body,
Yeah.
this is
Been
stupid.
there.
This is the dumbest question I've ever asked in my entire life. Okay, if you went inside somebody's body, could you like move the organs around into different spaces?
No.
Or are they?
You mean like in a surgical capacity?
Yeah,
yeah, probably.
Yeah, I want to put
And
the
leave it there?
gallbladder over here, right? I want to put this over here, move some things around in
I think
different
they all
spots.
shift back at some point.
What kind of cordage do they have? You know, is they
Veins.
like long enough to move them around like
Nerves.
that? And the last one, they said Aaron Hernandez. Remember him?
Yeah.
His brother has been arrested for allegedly planning 2 school shootings.
Oh.
Because
BOGO?
one wasn't enough. He said, we're taking lives if S isn't paid up. It's been years in planning, just taking notes, names, and locations. They talked their way into this, and it's almost a point game. And he's been arrested. They say they believe he was going to shoot some places up.
Did he get hit in the head a bunch of times too?
Maybe. Seems like not so great a guy. All right, let's get the hell out of here. Here we go. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
Well, it is Today I Learned for a Tuesday, July 25th, 2023. Today I Learned sponsored by J. David Tax Law. Peace of mind is only a click or a phone call away. Today I Learned this band right here. You both know it.
Potato, hot potato.
Wiggles.
The Wiggles is correct. Now,
How dare you not play fruit salad?
I should have, but I had this one already ready to go. In 2007, 2008, the Wiggles were Australia's highest paid entertainers. They earned a gross income of $45 million in that year,
Nice.
beating out Russell Crowe, Hugh Jackman, Nicole Kidman, and Kate Blanchett, as well as all the other Australians out there.
Good for them.
Man, they were on fire. Are they not making money anymore? Don't people like
think
Are
that?
they together anymore?
I don't know.
I think
know-
they just had a reunion, but it was for like somebody else's concert.
Yeah, I remember seeing them playing like at a festival or something
Yeah.
where they
It was
performed.
with some younger guy.
Yeah.
Young
Nailed
blood.
it.
Anyways, they did real well that year. Hopefully, they're still doing well. Today, I learned about Brooke Greenberg. She died in 2013, and she had something called Syndrome X, which made her remain physically and cognitively similar to a 1-year-old, despite the fact that she was 20 years old at the time of her death. So she never got to age beyond that size-wise or cognitively. She just stayed like a little infant for her whole life. Today I learned this movie right here, real stinker of a movie.
Or Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones is correct.
Stinker.
Everybody says stinker now.
How dare you.
You
Big
got to
stinky.
catch on to this. People are like, man,
You're
that
being
guy's
a little stinker
you're
right
being
now.
a stinker right now. The MPAA created the PG-13 rating after Steven Spielberg suggested a rating between PG and R due to complaints about Gremlins and Temple of Doom, where they weren't getting the rating they wanted. Today I learned toilet paper was not splinter-free until the 1930s.
My God.
Yikes!
Your BH.
That does not sound like a good time.
Temple
Better
of Doom.
times.
Today on this show right here.
Here's the story.
The Brady Bunch.
The Brady Bunch. The bathrooms in the Brady Bunch had no toilets. At the time, it was considered too crude by the networks to even picture a toilet in somebody's bathroom. It's like back in the day when they had a couple. This was so stupid. So dumb that they did this. When they had a couple, you guys know this. And they would be in a sitcom, they'd each have their own beds in the room. And they're like, oh, yeah, clearly you just tuck in yourselves.
But this show was okay with step sibling lovers.
They didn't mind that, but
Masha,
I'm
masha,
not
masha.
going to show a toilet, please. That ain't happening. Today, I learned female kangaroos have 3 vaginas. Just wanted you to know that.
And
Including the most popular one, the kangaroo. Marsupials, including the most popular one, the kangaroo.
3 vaginas, including the most popular one.
Today, I learned this band right here.
don't know.
Blur.
Blur is correct. Blur is song 2.
What are the other 2 vaginas?
I don't know, but one is the least popular. That ain't no good. Song 2 is intended to be a joke on their record company. To their surprise, the executives loved this song, released it as a single, and it became one of their biggest hits.
Kangaroo vagina.
Thanks so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. We're back tomorrow, same time, same place. In West Palm Beach, Rover is coming up next. In Orlando, it's our friends with the Jim Colbert Show.
Your shot at $1,000 is next. Brought to you locally by Mills Air. If you want a shot at $5,000, make sure you're listening to us on our free iHeartRadio app.
Watch out for slowdowns due to an accident on Lake Mary Boulevard heading westbound at I-4. All southbound lanes are closed due to an accident on Kirkman Road between L.B. McLeod Road and Conroy Road. You can expect your regular delays this afternoon on I-4 eastbound between Osceola Parkway and after State Road 535. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Fresh from Florida.
Hey shoppers, this is your local